You know what time it is. Shout out to each and every one of you here. Jumping on into the live stream, baby. Let's go! No wheat, no pay, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Not today. It's all right. Thank you. I'm winning today. Every single time, baby. Let's do this, baby. Shout out to the world. Let's get it in. You are about to witness the greatest technical analysis you've ever seen in your entire life. Live, baby. Live. We've called bottoms on the 1. We've called pumps on the 15. We've called moves to the 200. We've done it all here. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Get your energy up. You're about to get blasted to the moon. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. How's everybody doing? How you feeling? How's it going out there in this beautiful world? I woke up today blessed because I'm alive. You know how many people didn't wake up alive? Not everybody did. Not everybody did. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling blessed. Thank you, dear Lord, for every single moment of breath of fresh air that you gave me. All you need is food in your body and some good fresh air, man. And you can figure out almost anything else in life because your mind can attract the greatness into your life. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Shout out to everybody here on the live. May God bless you all. I mean it. I love it. I live in love every single day. Love is the strongest frequency. When you live in love, you cannot be denied. When you live in love, you cannot be denied. All your accomplishments will come true. Let's break down what we're seeing in the market. 1 inch, the only thing really up, 14%. Getting a little bit of an incentive there to the upside. Also, if you want to put the lemon into the water, that's up to you. I am not doing anything like that today. I guess I can't disclose what I'm doing, but I guess I'll keep it to myself. But, you know, if you drink water, you drink water. If you're fasting, you fast. You do whatever makes you happy. I am choosing the latter. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. This guy explained how Goldman Sachs naked shorts with the banks because they know the fines will never come up to how much money they make. So the bank tells them to completely naked short. What is naked shorting? What is naked shorting? Well, let me explain. Naked shorting is an illegal practice of short selling shares that have not been affirmatively determined to exist. Orderly traders must borrow a stock to determine that it can be borrowed before they sell it short. So naked shorts refer to short pressure on a stock market that may be larger than the tradable shares. These companies have a program that makes a fake amount of shares that don't exist. They literally called it an F3 button. They hit F3 on their computer and it made fake shares. I'm telling you right now, do not trade the stock market because they could short you anytime with shares that don't exist. I would get out of the stock market right now, especially after watching this. I already didn't like the pre-market and the aftermarket. Main reason I left the stock market, it was rigged. It was rigged, all right? It's all rigged at one point, but at least we can see on-chain analysis with Bitcoin, and they can't make more Bitcoin and short sell it. You get it? Keep your mind right. Get yourself out of the stock market. It is a garbage place to be, in my humble opinion. But anyway, do whatever makes you happy because they can short sell on you and make naked short selling. You have no control. The shares don't exist, and they can still short on you. Do you understand this? I hope you understand it. I hope you understand this concept. Let's talk about Bitcoin. I put a shoulder, head and shoulder, said we were dubbing to the downside. I even showed you the symmetrical triangle. I gave you the target to the point of control at 28,400. I even showed you BOOKMAP this morning in the trading group. Who here was in the trading group and knew exactly what was going to happen because they woke up to my updated 7:30 in the morning? Who got my updated 7 in the morning and was already privy to what was going down for Bitcoin? Let me know. Let me know if you knew this was likely going to dump to the downside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to see how many people knew to short the market based on knowing how to do the technical analysis. That is a shoulder. That is a head. That is a right shoulder. There's also an M pattern right there. Those are bearish signals for a short to the downside. That's a symmetrical triangle. Most of the time, they break to the downside. Okay, I also showed you this, and I saw, you know, 777s. I love the 777s. They lead me around, and I thought this was so strange. I went to BOOKMAP, and BOOKMAP had quadruple sevens right there at 28.4. And I know you're not supposed to go on a sign and all that, but I said, dude, look, quadruple sevens at 28.4. This is the target of the symmetrical. And I said that to everybody. I said, that's the target. Where do we go? Even lower. Looks like we tapped 28,100 on a bit of a move back to the upside. What is this? This is BOOKMAP, amalgamated data. It's showing me where all the orders are on the order books for Bybit, OKX, and Binance Futures. Unbelievable place. And you can see liquidations. This is starting to do what it does, baby. Starting to do what it does. So I like what I'm seeing here. Absolutely beautiful. Nice short squeeze, and we called the short to the downside. I didn't take the short. I didn't play it. I'll be honest with you. I was working out. Sometimes my mind and my body are more important than the trade. I want to be able to see that trade as it happened, but it would have been I should have just opened the short and went with the stop loss above the zone. I'd rather give you the trade than take the trade. Sometimes it's up about you and yours, baby. I made my gains. I got out of the rat race. I've made my monkeys, baby. I'm out. I pushed my rock to the hill. Now I just got to keep going every single day. I will never work for somebody again for the rest of my life. I am 40 years old in 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks, and I will never work for another person for the rest of my life. I will work for myself, my family, and my lifers, baby. I do work for somebody. I work for you. For your $2.70 a day, if you do the bear market special, for your $3 a day, I work for you. Every single time I wake up in the morning, it's for you. I think about you and how I can help you accomplish your dreams, how I can show you that Bitcoin was going to dump so you didn't get caught in the long. This had a 78%, 68% chance it was going to break to the downside. That's what a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder does. Bang, 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 baby. Shout out to everybody here. We're going to keep kicking it. Shout out to the $15 super chat. Whoa. Can you take a look at CFX and XRP? My man wants to start off early, right off the bat. So what do we see happening for Bitcoin? Well, we called that move already. We can get rid of that. We nailed it. Shout out to anyone that could see that was a shoulder, head, and shoulder, and an M pattern. Pretty simple ideas. Also, you couldn't get above the resistance, and you were in a symmetrical triangle. I found the symmetrical literally an hour ago. I said, I see it. I got it. I told everyone, I got it. It's crazy. I'll be looking at the charts, and then my mom will go, there it is. And mine will tell me, I got it, Sam. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you got? And he's like, I know exactly what's happening. Show them the symmetrical. And I'm like, who are you in there? And he's like, don't worry, I got it. I'm going to take care of everything. Just keep listening. I got a crazy brain in there that tells me exactly what's going on. Look, also here, we had a bit of an M pattern here. Look, when you really start to break it down, you can start seeing what's going down. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder, baby. Stuff was obvious to me. Was it obvious to you? And that's the question. That's what I want to convey to you. I want to give you that life or vision. I want you to see it before it happens. Did you trade with us last night? Last night we went the other way on the exact same different thing. Look, I gave this for free. I'm going long right here. This inverted head and shoulder. Let's go. I went long. I went 21x long at $440, right? That's all. You know, took the contracts. I wanted to get right somewhere here. The measured move was just here to here, somewhere a little above my circle. I wasn't trying to go too crazy. Literally, how long ago was it? That was like, I think a half an hour later, bang, to the target. It would give it all back. I'll give you that. But we sold exactly on the target. Nailed it for, I took 36% gains off of $450. All right. So here's the deal. I've been dabbling with a light leverage trading. I want to show people, you know what it is? I've been telling people not to leverage trade for years. I see that they still do it anyway. They do it no matter what I say. So I said, I might as well responsibly leverage trade here and there and show them how we do it. I'm taking an $800 account and I'm going to bring it up to $8,000. It might take me 4 months. It might take me 5 months. It might take me 2 months. We don't know. I don't really care how long it takes. I'm just going to keep banging on them to the upside. So something that I want you to understand and believe in. So, and imagine making $170 off of $470 in an hour. I mean, you can't beat that. But proper risk management, always use a stop loss, always it, and 36% gains. And honestly, it could have went up even more to the upside. And I'm not trying to say I'm the greatest guy on earth, but it's about percentages. Can you pull out 36% out of the market? Unbelievable. Kaz is getting me right now. Kaz is getting me, Caspa. So what do we see happening now? Well, I kind of want to break it down and restart fresh again like I do every single day. Who wants to see me start fresh? Because I can teach you exactly what I'm looking at, exactly how I figured this out. Well, actually, I don't want to start 100% fresh because I still got my daily chart there. You know what I mean? Look at all the work I have to do to figure out where the price action's going. Oh my gosh, we do so much work. The daily still looks absolutely amazing. We have a lot going on. This is still here. You remember, this is still open. This trade is still open. Clear as day. You could even bring the stop loss up now and shave it. I gave this trade with a stop loss and a take profit, right? It's still up very, very nice. So just to, make that point, because a lot of people are like, what did you say? I mean, the stop loss is still there from the day I publicly presented it to you and it never got hit. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. You know how many times I got to say that on the live? Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, breaking it down. And we took massive gains out of the market yesterday. Yesterday was a great day to trade. Bitcoin went a little sideways, and it gave just enough of an edge for the altcoins to blast to the upside. We had Alchemy Pay going up 18% out of this cup and handle to the upside a little bit here. All right. We have Uppo going up to the upside too, 15.71%. We have AGIX2L making a little bit of a move there. CFX banging on them for 37.17%. GMB for 226% gains. It took them 2 months, right? But that was the flag. Never went lower than that level. That was the exact bottom to get into this thing when it would continue to moon. Jasmy to the upside. DSLA for 38%. We put that on the live stream. You saw that. High MAYC. I said front run the Golden Cross. If you front run the Golden Cross, be up 76.81%. It's kind of simple. This stuff is not rocket science. Mask, tighten the channel, moving averages, showing you signs of life, the VRP, the MACD, every single thing that I teach. This thing went up 37%. We do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It does not stop. Do you want to be a part of the energy? Do you want to be part of the love? Do you want to be part of the education? And do you want to change your life? It's time you join the Crypto Lifer Trading Group today. What are you waiting for? My energy is at its apogee, actually and factually, increasing daily, rapidly. I'm kicking it, and I'm pushing it. I love each and every one of you. We're going all the way to the gusto, baby. We're not going to stop. 7 days a week. 7 days a week for 2 years straight. Not one day off, baby. And we're going to show you how to get it done. Consistency is key. Through desire, dedication, determination, discipline, the 4 Ds will get you to the next level. I will help you get out of your rut. I will show you how to drink lemon water. You'll be working out. You'll be feeling good. You'll be expressing yourself in positive ways. Your life will change. 1 month around me, your life will change. You will not be the same person. If you don't believe me, read the testimonials. See how many lives we've changed in the last 3 months. Never mind the last 2 years. It's been unbelievable. People write novels, paragraphs, stories. This guy made 50 grand in 1 month, banging on him to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. This guy made 1,400 and 800% on a bot. This dude shared a story with his daughter, talked about so many things. I'm telling you right now, people have changed their lives in the trading group, and they've really, really, really done something amazing. So I suggest you read these testimonials. I don't know anyone else that has more of these in the entire industry. I got more testimonials than I think anyone. I mean, look at them. This goes on, man. And you could read about people from all around the world that have changed their life with the Crypto Lifers. People that have done amazing. This guy made money on his wedding day. I'll always remember reading this. On his wedding day, he made gains, baby. He made gains. So people also paying for the group within a few months or a few days of a trade. I made an entire week's salary off your Bitcoin call last night in the trading group. The amount of time and energy you give us is incredible. I greatly appreciate everything you do for us. An entire week's salary in one night. That's the kind of things we see in the trading group. Also, if you want to join into class, take class. People are like, well, how do I know, Lifer? I want to be like that. I teach it. I give it to you every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. I give away what I have because I could pass away. There's no guarantees I'll be here in a month or two. I think I'll live to be 200 years old, 300 years old. I believe that. But you don't know. Nobody knows the day they will leave this earth. So my whole point of the story is you do what you can now. If you want to make a change, I want to make a change. I want to teach this class for a very inexpensive price. $60 if you're in the trading group, $100 if you're in the trading group. Take advantage of the class. Don't play yourself. Let's get it moving. All right. Last night and tomorrow, I showed you how you could have been able to figure out where the market was going based on the education in which I teach. Unbelievable. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. You might just get a trade in your inbox. Bang, like this one, right before it happened, with a stop loss, an entry, and even a possible take profit. But you got to move the stop loss in to take profit every single time. That's my humble opinion. Is Vitalik in trouble? Did I hear rumors? Uh-oh. It's funny. I told my wife, Is Vitalik in trouble? Did I hear rumors? And again, it is a rumor, right? So we don't know. That's what I'm trying to see if you guys can fill me in here. Is something going on with Vitalik? I'd rather not get the news. I want you to bring me the news. That's the beauty of being a social influencer. You can put a post and you can get the news sent to you. You don't have to go out to the news, right? So I should be able to come back to that. Hopefully you guys will hook me up with that news. I don't know. Something seems to be brewing here. Okay. All right. I know this is messy. Let's get back into brass tacks. If you're just joining the trading group, we hit a move to the downside here out of a head and shoulder pattern that dropped to the downside. However, we are getting a bit of a buy up back to the upside. We're going to break that down. We're going to talk about levels. We're going to show you what I'm talking about. We also played this flag on the bigger time frame that's up already with the measured move on the daily time frame. That is still in play. All right. Still in play. All right. I'm going to delete everything. I'm going to show you how we got to all these areas and how we figured out what's happening in the markets today. Right now, it's sad. I'm going to do it. I kind of don't want to delete this, but this has the entry. The entry was 27,078. The stop loss was 23.6. The take profit was all the way up at about 36. Someone write this down for me right away. Entry, because I want to put it back up. 27,190. Stop loss. Stop loss was right here, 23,620. And the take profit is at 36,400. All right. All right. I delete my work. Why? Not because I'm hiding anything. We nailed all our trades. It's all obvious. I'm here every single day. I do this because I want to show you what's happening. I'm seeing a lot of traders do this. They're doing this, and they can't see what's happening. They can't. They're missing out. They're not seeing, that is a resistance point, but they're not seeing this. You got to pay attention to this. And also, even if you didn't see this, the diagonal trend line, which I showed you was logarithmically brought in all the way to two secondary bottoms. Remember I showed you that secret sauce on the live stream? I may have to show it again. Who saw that secret sauce? Who saw the significance of this diagonal trend line? Who here saw the significance of the diagonal trend line? Shout out to the 628 people on the live, 216 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love, baby. And how do I have more paying people in the trading group than show up to the live? Let's jump on in, baby. Let's jump on in. Most people can't do that. How could you get more people to pay for a trading group than to show up to a live stream? Most people can't do that. They can get 2,000 people to show up to the live, but they can't get anyone to join the group. I find that an anomaly. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. So look, this diagonal trend line was so key, and I've been sticking to it and sticking to it and sticking to it. I didn't get it from anywhere else. I got it from my own mind. I don't watch, every once in a while. This morning I perused some YouTubers to see what they were saying, to see if anyone had this diagonal trend line in play. I'll give you it. Tom Crown had it because Tom Crown is an OG, and he could see that this is a broadening falling wedge that did break to the upside. You know what I mean? The OG traders seen it. Some of the newbies are missing out. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. All right? When you've been doing this for years, it starts to bleed in. Sam, can we talk about theta? We could. It's up to you, though. I mean, why is that doing that out of nowhere? That was weird. Okay, so let's break it down. We have a resistance that we had at 25,300. Everyone knew it. We broke through it. Everyone that's calling for 12K, 15K, let me make you, a lot of people are like, oh my God, are we going down? Some people are shorting. I see people we're going to 13K guaranteed. I even seen some big traders who talk like that. I find it really weird because here's the deal. For us to go to 16K, we're going to have to go probably first to 23.6, right? Agreed? For us to go to 23.6, we're probably going to have to go to what? 25,000, right? Yeah. And for us to go to 25,000, we probably have to break this trend line, right? Which we bounced nicely off, and we've already shown support, right? 2 times in a row, almost 3. So we've defended this area 2 or 3 times already strongly from the bears, but yet we're just going to drop down to 12K. I'm telling you right now, I do this. I sleep about 6 to 7 hours, and I do an update before I go to bed and an update when I wake up. So I track Bitcoin every 5 to 6 hours. It doesn't move. It moves, but it doesn't move that fast in 5 to 6. Even the biggest moves ever, like this one, you know what I mean? And this one aren't, you know what I mean? So here's the deal. You're not going to be surprised if you watch my channel every day because I'm going to give, and you join my trading group, because every 5 hours you're going to know where Bitcoin's going. And you're going to know that Bitcoin gets here before it gets there. And I'm going to be like, hey, we're here now. 5 hours later, I'm like, oh, we have a bearish flag. We're retesting on the 7. We have to wait for the 7 to break. If it doesn't, we're likely to move down. And then I find the smaller probabilities and show you where we're going. I've been doing this now for 3-4 years straight. We've been deadly accurate with Bitcoin over and over and over again. We call this bullish divergence here on the weekly. I talked about it over and over again. I call that as a bottom. You know what I mean? Why? Because I'm a divergence trader. When I see divergence on a weekly time frame, it's so substantial, and you don't see it a lot. That's another thing. If you're a gem hunter and you're looking for gems and you see a gem that you've never seen before, you know it's rare. Dude, I've searched through the weekly for bullish divergence and I've only seen it twice in my life, how can you not respect it? So when I see traders say we're going down, then I'm like, then you've never backtested divergence like I have for years on years on years on years and know how strong it is. When you have a divergence that strong, you just cannot do whatever you want. You can't do, and then again, another thing I see people do, I think, I feel, I believe, get all that nonsense out of your head, please. If you're telling people what you think, what you feel, what you believe about Bitcoin, enough. If you're a trader out there, I started the live stream, one guy was like, I think I'm feeling Bitcoin to the downside. I'm like, no one cares what you're feeling. I have feelings, don't get me wrong, and I'm an emotional guy. I cry, I laugh, I love, I'm here every day. But when it comes to the trade, I do what the trade tells me to do. I do what the charts tell me to do. Like today, I don't care what you felt. That was a head and shoulders that needed to be shorted. Last night, I don't care what you felt. That was an inverted head and shoulder that needed to be traded to the upside. Like you gotta do what the charts tell you to do if you wanna be successful in trading. You cannot use your emotions, what you think, what you feel. That is just a bunch of garbage. Get that out. Stop listening to YouTubers that are telling you where price is going. Please. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you know what I mean? If the guy you're listening to doesn't say, hey, we got to look over the bearish and the bullish scenario here just in case, I suggest you move on. You know what I mean? I suggest you move on because, for me, I always wanted to find someone that had an open mind when it came to trading. Don't get stuck in the box. All right? So here's the deal. Here is the deal. We are at a heavy resistance. You can clearly see. And, I see some bearish things. I'm going to go over what I see that's bearish first, all right? You want to see my bearish ideas here? Let's break it down. 3-day chart, all right? Let's break down the 3-day chart. Right now, the 3-day chart has bearish divergence. Clear as day. That's a high to a high. That's an uptrend. And that's not. That's a downtrend. That is a bearish divvy right there, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? It's a bearish divergence. So that's not a good sign. That tells you that we could make a dump, right? Now, when we're very bullish, bearish divergence won't be able to break this diagonal trend line. This diagonal trend line might be so strong that the bearish divergence tried as hard as it could, but it could not dump us. The fact that we got such a green candle after the red wicks kind of tells me that there's an issue here with the bearish divvy, all right? Also, let me show you the anomalies in the stochastics that most people will never show you. Most people say, hey, we're overbought on the 3-day. It's time for Bitcoin to tank. Okay, let's go back in time. Let's take you on a little trip through memory lane, huh? How about here? Say this was today and we were trading. This looks a lot like where we are today, doesn't it? There's a bearish divergence on the 3-day chart. We're moving up to the upside in a bit of a moonwalk. We're moving high and we're overbought on the stochastics. All the shorters would have shorted this because they were like, oh yeah, I short that. But look what happened. Look what would happen. The stochastics would get pinned. And so I know the anomalies in the stochastic that only happen once every 4 to 5 years. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been playing with the charts, stochastics, all these different things. So my mind is able to see things that most people just completely overlook and bypass and don't see. This stochastic can go flat and price action can go absolutely to the moon. Watch. Goodbye. See this? I've seen these things happen. How do you figure it out? You're looking at support and resistance. Look, I'm going to freak you out. How did you know this was going to happen? This also had a substantial diagonal trend line that it was respecting. Look at that. Once it got above that trend line, you were gone. All right? And you could even swing this one here like this. Look at that. Resistance, so that you bounce, fell again. Resistance, bounce, bounce, bounce. You were gone. You were absolutely gone. So I'm just showing you there's things going on that the average trader can't see until they've been doing it for years. And even then, some people have a gift of just being able to see things in the charts in a way that is just completely unique. I don't know who those people are, but some people do. Might be over there. Over there? Oh, I almost fell. So let's break it down. So the 3-day could continue to pump here, even though we're at a standstill at resistance. I just want to bring that up. Also, I've been talking about how bad the 3-day chart wants the 200 SMA. And I think it's so likely we're going to pump up to this 200 SMA because of the tight moving averages. Also, the 50 is crossing the 100 and the 80. That is a front run of a bull cross. You end up getting a golden cross here on this 3-day chart. My God, you were going to get a massive move for Bitcoin. So yes, the stokes are high. But I just kind of dispelled that idea that there's a chance we could still go to the moon. All right? So I just, I got you at hello here. Also with the Stokes doing their thing. I mean, before that pump, we were kind of right here. Look, this looks so similar to this area. Look at it, doesn't it? So creepy. They look very similar, this and this. They're like a little V in the RSI. That's insane. Shout out to Marcus Zout. Shout out to everybody here. Litecoin, Ethereum. You blow me away every day. I love it. Shout out to Randy Abraham, man. Dustin Cava, gotta run. Last note, Zen crypto is up more now than any other crypto today. Be well. Hey, that happens to every other coin every other day. Sam is the demand. Shout out to Jebatron. You're the man, dude. Super chat, CFX, and XRP. We will get to the super chats. We just got to break down brass tacks and get into what's happening with Bitcoin like we do every single day. You was laughing at me yesterday when I was talking. We were retesting 25.5. We didn't retest 25.5. I'm still laughing at you. We're not going to retest 25.5 until we break the line. That's why I'm not laughing at you, but I am saying you're absurd. You're not going to test 25.5 till you hit this line. You got to break this line first, dude, and bearishly retest it. The 7 minutes going to come down or the 5, and then you can short to here. So you're basically saying this line doesn't exist and we're going to go to 25.5. So why are you bringing it up again when I can say the same thing I said to you yesterday? I'm not going back. I'm saying the same thing I said to you yesterday. There's no difference. What are you talking? You just like hearing your own words? What is it? What's going on? I love you, Mr. Hassan Haj. I work for Hassan Minaj. You guys sound kind of similar. Sending good vibes, Sam. Thank you, brother. We love you, brother. I'm not laughing at you, man. I love you. I don't like to laugh at anybody. When you laugh at other people, you laugh at yourself, man. I use no love and hatred towards any single beautiful person. May God bless you, bro. Maybe we do go to 25.5. Who knows? I'm just saying we're not going to go there until we break this diagonal trend line. Period. And I showed you how substantial this diagonal trend line is on the logarithmic view and how the both double bottoms hit, whole bottoms of the bear markets hit on the line. Do you not understand how substantial this line is, or do you think it's just voodoo? I'm just asking you because if you think 25 is there, then you think this line's not substantial. I'm telling you right now, it's substantial. Also, remember the other day we were real bearish, but the 50-minute popped up to the 200 SMA? Use those type of scenarios to remember. Anyway, I called 28,400 this morning. We hit it. We're still doing pretty good. So the 3-day, I'm just showing you the bigger charts. And I'm going over the idea that we could still pump to the 200 SMA, and I could definitely see us back to this next resistance point at 33,000. All right? So don't be surprised when we go to 33K, even though everyone told you we were going to the downside. And don't be surprised when you get short squeezed. All right? I'm just saying, don't be surprised when you get absolutely short squeezed because you thought what you were believing. Just be careful. I believe you just became my favorite analyst. The line works. Yep. And if we backtest $25, I'm telling you right now, I'm everyone's favorite analyst. You know why? Because I do it every 5 hours and I go over every single level, and we can't go to this level. We can't go to that level. You're going to know exactly what Bitcoin, if you just stick with my trading group, you're never going to be confused about Bitcoin ever again. You're going to get an update every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. You're going to watch my trades trading Bitcoin. You're going to see my scalps. You're going to see everything I do. You're going to see me where I put my money, what I did. I just put a huge amount of money into a coin yesterday. What coin was it? I don't know. Only the people in the trading group will ever know. So wouldn't you want to know? I took profits on another project. Things are moving. All right. Shout out to everybody here. Put the lemon into the water. I am fasting today, so I'm not doing it. But if you would like to do it, you can. Someone said you're supposed to keep fasting private. But if you have 800 people that show up every day and want you to drink lemon water, you probably should tell them why you're not drinking the lemon water. So don't judge me and don't tell me what I should be doing with my life. That's why I got a little offended yesterday when the guy was like, keep the fasting private. I'm like, you're not my life, man. You don't connect to 800 people throughout the world that you mentor and love. You know what I mean? Like, let me handle my life, you handle your life, and we'll have a good life together, Biggest pet peeve of me is someone telling me what to do. I do not like being told what to do, not any time. You show the work. Shout out to Jared D. How many % do you think your system is based on chart patterns? I mean, it depends on time. Basically, every single trade is unique to itself. Mark Douglas. Every single trade is unique to itself. Mark Douglas, man. Stop trying to find all the answers and just get it in. Stick around for a while and you will see Lifer is over 85%. Ask them, what percentage am I on trading Bitcoin? Right now, there's how many people are here? Let the people speak for me. I'm not speaking for myself. Let the people speak for me. We have 742 people on the live, 380 likes. How accurate have I been for Bitcoin since you've been watching me? Give me a percentage. All the times that I've called Bitcoin, how accurate have I been? Give me a percentage. Come on. Throw it out there. Let me see it. I can take the truth. 3 months crypto, 92. Lakochi, 95. Okay. We got 2 people. 90. This guy says 333. 333%. About 90. 88, 95, 99, 80, 85, 100, 93%. 198 at a 216, give or take. 87, 77, 100, 66, 66, 99, 85, 69. And don't joke, like put out the real deal here. I mean, look at this. You have hundreds of people showing you that I'm over a 70% accuracy rate with Bitcoin. Many people saying 80 to 90. 777s and Sean. I see you, Sean. Dude, so, and that's what the people, these are the people, man. This is what the people say. This is what the people say. You can listen to the people. I'm not going to come up and tell you, toot my own horn. You're a 1%er, man. Amen. 50%. Just, even if I was 50, it would be unreal. But, we're, 42% says Steve Moody, this guy. For real, though, easily 87 to 92% from Kryptonic. Short squeeze time. Zelda 2.0 launching. Ooh, Zelda. 70-80% win rate. 69% is profitable. More than the rest. Your dedication is 3333. 0%. Do you have to explain? Just do it. I love this guy. Exactly. I'll just keep doing it. I get you. I did it last night. I did it this morning, and I'll do it again. Let's keep it moving. All right. So we broke down the 3-day chart. All right. We showed you the bearish divvy. We showed you the pain. All right. There could be some pain coming, but I like that the 50's crossing these moving averages. That's front-running golden crosses. Moving averages tell you a story, and I wouldn't be surprised if this just did a flip up. It also didn't even just cross yet. We're still waiting on a big move here on the 3-day chart. That's a huge move when the 3-day chart crosses into the dotted line area. So I'm expecting a pump up to the 200 SMA here. I've been saying it since we were down here. We're continuing to go to the upside. Let's move forward into the daily time frame, and let me show you what I see happening on the daily. All right. So on the daily, 21-day moving average touches price action. We usually get a bit of a move. I called this flag out. I showed it to you on the daily, on the 22, on the 12-hour. Okay. This has been the trade we've had open ever since. We took the length of the pole. We said this is our measured move because I trade very simply. I trade the measured moves. Okay. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Remember, that is going to be like the 300 SMA. We can't see it, but that's your 300 SMA line right there, which we'll probably get to is $33,000. I'm not guaranteeing any of this, right? We are seeing, look, a bearish divergence here on the 12-hour time frame. Swing down to swing down. This is swinging up. We could very much dump to the downside. I want to let you know. And here's the deal. If we get below here, I will short to 25 too. If we go to here, I will short to the point of control. I am not bearish or bullish. I just show you the charts every single day, and I go over what I see. That is it. Shout out to the 764 people on the live. 348 likes. Man, get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. It pumps your bags when you pump my channel because it gets more people into cryptocurrency. It gets the average person that may not get into Bitcoin. They might watch our channel, feel the love, feel the energy, be like, I like that dude. I like the voice. I like what's going on there. He looks nice. He's dressed well. I'm going to come back to this channel. I like the respect over here, right? And boom, you're going to make more and more beautiful Satoshi lovers. So help your bags, man. You pump your own bags when you hit the like button to this channel. Understand that synchronicity and understand that we're all connected in this world. Every single one of us. The person, if the first time you hate someone, you're hating on yourself. The first person you hurt when you use negative energy is yourself. The first time you even point a finger or say anything mean to anybody, you're hurting yourself. Okay? Live in love. Love is the strongest frequency you can have in your life. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than love. So right now, the 12-hour is showing some signs of pain. We could be getting a bit of a pullback. The 22-hour still has legs. The daily still has legs. And so, but look at that wick on the daily. And right now we have a clear resistance at 28,500. We can't get back above 28.5. So here, if you can't get a daily or a 4-hour candle close tonight above 28,500, expect to make somewhat of an M, something like this, and expect more downside. We could make a Bart Simpson here and come on down. So be careful. We must get above the support and resistance. So you said, but you just said bullish. You said all this stuff. Yes, but you have to break support and resistance. So right now, price has to get above this to remain bullish. Price has to go below this to remain bearish. You know what I mean? So you're kind of in a zone here, and we're in a range. Just like Magic Internet Money, we were in the range. Trade the range the way the range wants to be traded. All right? Likes don't cost a thing. You can forgive people, but you don't have to accept abuse. Amen. I was in spot trading for a long time because I thought it was gambling, but I realized after on, it's actually just probabilities and consistency. Exactly. I did a 24-hour fast and had tea with spice in it and held water all day. I'm new to it, but my research told me I could drink water and tea. Yes, you can. If it's for health reasons, of course. If it's for religious reasons, then whatever you do, whatever people do, whatever they want. People do whatever they want. All right. So I'm showing you that if we can't get a daily or 4-hour candle to close above 28,500, expect more downside. We're going to break down whether we see that happening or not in a little while. So right now, this daily trade is still open. You broke out of the flag. So here's the deal. Flags get vicious when you break back into them. Flags get bearish. So here, we're going to know everyone. Everyone's wondering whether we're going to dump. You're going to know whether they're going to dump. You're going to end up back in this flag. You're going to break this trend line. And then we're going to be able to short the market. It's okay. Right now, we're fine, everyone. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Did I say breasts? Deep breaths? What? I don't even know. That's funny. Freudian slip there. Shout out to everybody here. So look, now we'll break down what I see happening for the day. Wosa. Would you do some TA and EKTA, hoping it'll retrace? We'll take a look at that, puppy. Thank you for bringing that up on the radar. My team will write down all your super chats, everybody. Then we keep them in a line, and I will go through every single one of them. We will not miss. We will not miss. So never think we're not doing it. We have a way of organizing them properly to make sure that you get privy to what you need. Okay, so cool. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Right now, we're starting to make somewhat of a shoulder ahead and a possible right shoulder here. I believe as long as we come down, we might even retest this zone right here. So look, we have a really nice support zone here where we got a resistance that we broke back above last night. Extremely important. So look, resistance, fell down, resistance, 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 resistance. Previous resistance becomes new support. That's support and resistance. I teach support and resistance every single day here on the channel. Every single day. You're going to come back and retest where? The previous resistance. You won't even have to test this upper trend line first. So we have a few roads to battle here before we have to contend. All right? You get what I'm saying? We got a few roads to battle here before we must contend. So it's okay. I'm looking for the right shoulder. The 4-hour does say it could give us a bit of a pullback here. Something like this. And we could make a little bit of a right shoulder here. Where is the measured move if we play this inverted? That's going to take us basically right up to 31,005. And honestly, it's going to take me to that 32,000, 31,600, 31,650. All right, so we're projecting this right shoulder here. This is what we want to see. All right. Why is this highly likely? Because the 21-day moving average is crossing the 50. That's a bullish sign. These are front runs of golden crosses. Anytime a smaller moving average crosses a bigger moving average, or a shorter crosses a longer, like the 21 crosses the 50, expect more upside. Expect to move to the upside. Shout out to the 800 beautiful souls on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watches? Let's go, baby! Let's motivate you to do everything you can to have the best life possible. Are you living your dreams? Are you manifesting what you want into your life and making it happen? Because that's what this life is for. So you can co-create and make it happen, baby. So you can co-create and make it happen. Also, kind of a diamond pattern, right? In a bit. If we go to like the 7, we got a bit of it's a whipsaw. So, all right. So we've kind of broke down the bigger time frames. Now we're kind of getting into what's going to happen and how could we get in and out of this situation. All right. So now we know that the 4 hours bearish could definitely get us a sideways pullback. We want to see if the 4 hour can make the right shoulder. All right. So now you should have the right shoulder kind of drawn for yourself here. The left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, so you don't forget. All right, you have to remember, here's the neckline. It's a diagonal neckline. That's your neckline there. Bing, bong, badoom. All right? I've seen these break out many times. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. And just because the 4 hours high here, I've seen it get pinned. Anything can happen. We're playing probabilities and support or resistance. All right? Tight moving averages with the 200 as the outlier tells me there's a move that could come despite what the 4 hour looks like on the stochastics. I know it's nuts. So let's break down the 1 hour time frame now. Let's see what's going on. Number one, we got a bullish divergence here. If you take the wick aside, that tells you that that's likely your local bottom. Just like when we found a bullish divergence on the 1 hour way back here, right there. Look, this swing to the downside. These are telling you the 1 hour gives these beautiful bottoms that then play out when you're low on the stochastics. Look, on the RSI, you were low on the RSI, you've played out. So it tells me that that's a local low there that we shouldn't go lower than, just like that one, okay? And more to come that I've seen before too. So that's an interesting sign on the 1 hour time frame. We're gonna put that into the data bank and add that to the probabilities because that has an influence on the way the market moves later on. When you see a strong divergence like that, it's pushing price action in a movement towards that direction, right? Remember, I am on Around the Blockchain today at 5 p.m. It's a beautiful show on its own YouTube channel, started by BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, the man himself. So go over there to Around the Blockchain and check it out. Shout out to Ben, man. I love you, Ben. Shout out to you and your family. God bless the Bit Squad and everybody in it. AJ became a great friend of mine. Ben became a great friend of mine. People in the space are just nice people, man. And they've really reached out and been super nice. Shout out to Wendy O. I'm going to be on the O Show April 28th. Get ready for that. She has blessed me with the love, man. Wendy, you are a blessing. So I will be on the O Show, and I'm excited for that too as well. So catch me on the O Show at the end of April. It's going to be a month. It's going to take a while. 30 days from now, but I'm so excited to get it in. So look, the 1 hour looks like it could move. And this could be the pattern that we're beginning to play here. All right? The cool thing about it is we could make the right shoulder on the 4 hour and still kind of make a pretty good pattern here. Everything cool? Will you bring that back? I do need it. What do you need it for? Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So here, I have a feeling. It's got a funny little bit of a diamond vibe. You see it? It's got a diamond vibe for me on the 1 hour time frame. Doesn't look that good in the other ones. That does suggest we drop to the downside. A retest of this trend line wouldn't be bad. And a retest of this support line at 28,000 wouldn't be that bad either. All right? It would just kind of confirm. So I do see a bit of a diamond there. And at the end, somewhere in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to make a call for Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen. I might even open up a live trade. So just stay privy because I don't just go blah, 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 blah. Eventually, 95% of the days I'm here, I tell you where I believe Bitcoin's going to go. All right. So I am going to give that to you. I'm not just going to flip flop all over the place. I'm eventually going to tell you what I believe is going to happen based on probabilities. All right. Stay tuned for that. 15 years of doing this may just give you a cool little insight into the market. Maybe it won't. You never know. Right. So here's the deal. This is also, kind of a double bottom there in a way. But so there's the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. It dumped to the downside. We got back up. We have a local resistance that needs to be broken, 28,005. So we've all established this 28,500 resistance. We got to get back above that to remain bullish. So we get back above that, that can change the story. Pattern trading 101, bottom of the pattern, top of the pattern, bottom of the pattern. It says, hey, 15 minute wants to bring us back to the top of the pattern. 15 minute looks aggressive right now. And then when I look at the 15 minute closely, I see we're in this. Trying to see if we can have a pattern that they made and they broke back. Or it's kind of a falling wedge, even though it's a bit messy. You can connect these two trends and you connect that top trend and you have a falling wedge, even though it's not the best. Take away my moving average for a second. I just want to see it nice and clear. So here's the deal. The 15 minute looks aggressive for a move to the upside. It really does. I know it's nuts, but it does. At least to the top of the channel says we can get up to that zone. So right now the 15 minute looks like a scalp could be brewing here. If the 7 minute was low, but it can't. So here's the deal. We're either going to go sideways or to the downside if we can't get back above this line, probably in the next hour or two. We gotta reestablish 28,500 to remain bullish. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see if it gives us an idea here of what's happening. They got a huge sell wall at 28,700. They got a buy wall at 28,000. It's closer here than it is there, suggesting that we do go further. This suggests that we plow into 28,550, but it just hits the resistance point. But BOOKMAP does suggest a possible short squeeze is coming to the upside here for Bitcoin. So that's a very interesting concept for me to look at. So here's the deal. You do have this strange falling wedge. It's not the best. You can almost put it in here too and call that the wedge. It's weird, right? Funky pattern for sure. And I see heavy local resistance. Like I know we have to get it back above 28,500 to remain bullish. If we can't get up there, we're going to have a bit of an issue. So we want to see if this 15 minute can really start to make a move here. So we're watching for the 15 minute to pump to the upside. It doesn't have any really strong bullish divergence. Let's see if the 1 minute has a bullish divergence that could play out in our favor. Swing down and swing down. No, they both kind of swing down together. Nothing too exceptional here. Only thing we kind of see is a shoulder, possible a head, right shoulder, yeah. So I don't like to go too far. You know what I mean? 15 minute looks like we could get the move, but you're wicking at resistance. So right now, Bitcoin is struggling. You can clearly see that the bulls can't seem to get back above 28,500 to remain bullish. Am I going to long or short? This is my idea here today. I'd much rather see this happen and then long this symmetrical once I get a better idea of where the market looks like, right? If this breaks down here, I possibly want to long this retest or long this area of support. I'm not looking to short right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm not looking to short. I do not want to be one of the shorts people that get squeezed. You don't want to be shorting uptrends in Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. Again, if you know what you're doing and you've been doing this for a long time, do whatever you want, right? You can make a great short. I personally am not going to be opening up a short. I'd rather watch the dip and look for a bounce back to the upside. The 15-minute does suggest by probability that we go here. So the probability right now is that we go to 29,005, 28,049, but we must get back above 28,000, and then we must breach this symmetrical triangle, right? And you can see the base of that triangle is the measured move. That also takes you to 29,750, all right? So right now, I'm sticking to the 15-minute, suggesting that the 15-minute does break to the upside. The stochastics is pointing up, indicators with us, and the 1 hour is also with us. So my prediction for right now is that we do get a bit of a pump here somehow, some way to the upside. So I'm going, I do think long. I'm not opening the long yet. I think it's too risky to open the long. I'm not opening the long till we get back above 28,500. We get above 28.5, then I know the previous resistance, support, we get back above it again, and it really solidifies the idea we could move to the upside. So we're going to watch this 15-minute flag now for the next hour while the stream continues. We want to get a pump. What will happen is, if this starts to fall down, you could short the 4 hour, and the 4 hour could take over for the short. So just remember, short entries are retest areas. Bullish entries could be bullish retests. You could wait to enter here on a long and enter here on a short. So here, the retest area would be the smartest place to play this idea here for Bitcoin. So we gave you the 3-day, we gave you the daily, we gave you the 4 hour, we showed you the 12 hour, the 22. I dived down into the 7. I flipped to the 1 and I gave you the 50-minute. I've given you the health of Bitcoin. I don't know much more I can. We're going to stick on this shape, and we're going to be able to come back to it later on in the live. And I already gave you a probability likely of a move to the upside based on the fact that we bounced strong. Liquidity is here for BOOKMAP, suggesting that we do go higher. And the 15-minute does have a low stochastic. So, and again, I could be 100% wrong. We could dump all the way to the downside. There's no guarantees when you're trading. You're simply using probabilities. All right? Bitcoin, huge move about to happen. Here's why, right? So that's why I believe a big move is coming, because we're going to get tighter and tighter in here, and Bitcoin's going to have to make this bunch. And if it breaks above 28,730, we're going to get a massive move up to about 30K. So I'm just showing you that that's not clickbait. I am showing you that there's a huge move coming based on this stuff. This stuff you need to know. You want to know this information. You don't want to be left in the dark, okay? You don't want to be left in the dark. Looks like the short squeeze is beginning to happen here. I'm telling you, they're loading the liquidity. Almost every time I show up at 10:45 to 11 o'clock, they short squeeze the market almost every single time. It's almost like, does someone notice they get liquidated at 11 o'clock every day? And they're putting it together? Somehow, every time when I'm on the live stream, we end up getting a short squeeze. It's happened now like 30 days straight. It's absolutely weird. Even we have it on like Saturday night the other night, short squeeze. Sunday night, short squeeze. It boggles my mind. Is there a whale who watches me and just likes me, likes the short squeeze? I'm starting to believe it's possible. He's like, let me throw a short squeeze in there for Sammy. You see all the liquidity up here? This is telling me that the 50-minute is very likely to get that move to the upside. Could you take a look at ARB3L, please? Shout out to Jonah Lange. We'll take a look at that. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless everybody's portfolios extra much. Thank you so much for saying that. God bless you extra much, brother. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. 859 people, 458 likes. We have 400 people that are afraid of that like button. I tell you, we have splints and ice for your finger. If your finger slips and you hurt yourself, because you can sprain your finger. I know. You're coming down and you think you hit the wheel, or you hit the wheel slightly and then you get a little, and you sprain that finger. Oh man. And it just hurts so bad, so hard hitting that like button. You just might actually sprain something. We have ice packs and splints for your finger. Don't worry. Reach out to First Aid Group. We got you. We'll take care of that little bump in the road. Inverted cup and handle. Can you check for us? Bitcoin. Wow, Joshua Jellowick. Very nice shirt, even with the muscles bulging through. Shout out to John Thomas. You like that, right? You like that. I know you like the muscles bulging through. I know you like that. Thank you for the compliment. You're a blessing, man. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you. I'm automatic on the like button. Seek and hunt, baby. I love you, brother. I love you. Ooh, look. That's why I tell you, I'm not opening up a long and a short now till I get a confirmation move. I'm getting mixed signals. Probability is a break to the upside, but I'm not taking that. I'm getting mixed signals on Bitcoin here. I'd like to see consolidation, right? So remember, we've given you a bunch of stuff today. Don't forget, we've talked about the shoulder, the head, and this possibly even a right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. Write that down for yourself. Go make that chart right now and save it. And be like, Lifer said this could be a right, because you're going to forget. You're going to forget. You're going to watch 100 other YouTubers. You're going to get in your head, and then tomorrow, the right shoulder is going to get made, and you're like, man, I wish I should have done it. So stay, you know what I mean? Stay on that. Stay on that. Where's your Labradorite hearts? Where's your Labradorite hearts, baby? Keep that heart close, baby. Keep that heart close. Shout out to my Labradorite gang. Shout out to the Labradorite gang, baby. You know we got a lot of it. We stack this stuff like gold, baby. We stack this stuff. You know why? This stuff brings me so much abundance into my life. It's insane. The intuition, the movement, the feeling. The Labradorite, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. XRP cup and handle on the 3. Pet rocks, baby. I love you, man. He's got a pet rock. How cute. Lifer derivatives fundings are still positive. Short squeeze usually happens when funding rates go negative. Thank you for saying that, brother. Hey, there's a long squeeze right now. So you're spot on right there. It's indecision, though. It looks like I see sideways behavior. I just want to see us get back above 28,500. I'm telling you, that's going to be, when we do that, okay, then we can go sideways in the zone. We get the move for BTC. All right, let's take a look at the show. Let's move on from Bitcoin for a second. We've already spent a good hour on Bitcoin. I can't believe it. 50 minutes straight, but it took that time. You said inverted on the 4-hour. Yeah, we're looking for a right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. At work right now and could use a couple boiled eggs. I'm hungry. So funny. We talked about that last night. My wife was like, remember the egg day? And I was like, people still throw the egg day in my face. People still throw the egg in my face. Ah! Honestly, if you go live every single day of your life, there might be one day where you're a human being, right? And you're not like, hey, everybody, I'm the most perfect guy on life. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Think about it. 700, you guys seen me now 700 days straight. I know people that say they've never missed a live stream. You guys know me better than my mom at this point. I'm just joking, but I meet people and they give me a hug like they've known me their whole life, man. And I feel like I've known them their whole life. And the connection is amazing. It's amazing to digitally connect with someone on such a strong level that you know them. Like, you guys know me, man. You know my ups and downs. You know my pet peeves. You know my jokes. You know everything. You know me. You guys know me. And that's why it made me so sad. People that really, really knew me who abandoned me because they knew me, man. And I'm talking to you out there. You might be listening today. Come back to the fold, man. You know you wanted to be a lifer from day one. Come on. Nothing has changed. Only you have changed. Your idea of what the lifer idea is changed. Come on back, baby. Come on back. But the eggs were melting. Ooh. Oh, now you're going to egg me on? Now you're egging me on, huh? This is exciting today. Stop with the yolks. Stop yoking me around, all right? Hey, I have a very sensitive shell I'm in. I have a very sensitive shell I'm in right now. Don't get me doing my egg comedy, all right? I'll be flipping it sunny side up on you. Hey, today I'm going to go over easy on you guys, all right? I'm going to go over easy on you. All right. Those went right over your head, didn't they? Oh, man. Pencil neck with eggplant arms, Sammy. Oh, my gosh. Dude, pencil neck got me. Yesterday, I was just a little off, man. Someone called me pencil neck yesterday. I don't know. I wasn't in the best mood, man. I was like, dude. Hey, Little Big Smile. That's amazing. Where's Little Big Smile? Who said that? I can never stay with the chats. You guys say stuff, and I don't know what the chat is just too fast for me. Sean Barringer, I'm so happy for you. So what happened? I don't know what happened. Thanks to God and crypto, I should never be homeless again. It's been over 10 years. As soon as I make 6K, I can finally move to UK to marry the love of my life. Kodeka Beats. I can't wait, man. Yo, God bless you, man. You and Kodeka Beats are going to make it, bro. Just keep believing in yourself and everything is going to happen. Just renewed my membership. Always going to stay a lifer. Thanks, Sam, for everything. Shout out to Nico Singh. Man, God bless you. Manuka, thank you so much for the love. I need an explanation over here of what's happening. I know, right? I'm ecstatic with laughter. No, I gotta come up with another one. I'm running out. I think I used them all up. There's got to be another one. I have such a sensitive shell. I thought that was funny. And I'm gonna go over easy on you guys today. Come on. Oh man, I gotta get back to the chart. Stop. You guys are getting me off topic. I love laughing so much. So if there's a chance to laugh, I'm gonna go there. You know what I mean? Hurry up and give us an example. Stop scrambling my brain. Oh, he did it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking of one of those things that people like. A quiche. Do you quiche what it is? Are you quiching me? No, I can't. Oh man. I'm telling you what, if you're in a bad mood, you hang out with me, I'm going to make you feel good. I'm going to put you in a good mood. I'm that friend that always is going to smile when you show up. I'm going to be, hey, what's up? Let's get it in. How you been? What's going on? So nice to see you. Thank you for showing up. You know? Always going to find a positive, always going to make you smile. You hang out with me, you're going to laugh the whole time, and you're just going to be in a good mood. I'm telling you right now. Sam being an extra. Sam being extra on this. This is existential discussions. Wow, we got a smart group of witty people here. Feeling yoked this morning. I know, right? Bart Simpson pattern on the daily. It's possible. We went over it already, though. We talked about the daily already in depth. I even showed you how it could be a Bart Simpson, and I drew it to the right side. Yes. It's excruciating to watch you struggle to use a pun. Yeah, funny. This is your brain on Bitcoin. Unless we meet up in a dark alley. I'll never live that down, huh? I'll never live that down. I never lived down my bad days. I can do 1,000 great streams. And if you have one egg day, you will forever be egged. They will peg you as an egg. You will be pegged as an Eggman. For all your years to come, you will never escape it. Oh no, I did it again. All right. No, seriously, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop breaking fast. Break fast like flapjacks and bacon. Oh my gosh, man. Stop egging him on. Oh my gosh. I like my Bitcoin sunny side up, baby. All right. So we're watching this flag here. We know if it breaks down that we're likely to get a drop. We know that we don't want to lose 27,009. 28K is a really strong resistance support zone. I'll be honest, when I break it down, I mean, the 1 hour looks good to me. And you see these wicks on the 1 hour time frame? Tells me that that wick is a special wick there. You know? 50-minute is aggressive but turning. I'll show you something that I'm seeing now out of the corner of my eye. I just show it to you. I've seen these play out like a head and shoulder pattern before. See that? I have seen that. Just be careful. We really got to get back above 28.5. We really got to get back above 28,007. These two local areas, for me, have to be breached. At least this, so we can stay inside this zone. Ooh. 15-minute is aggressively moving to the upside. So, 15-minute, I showed you the falling wedge that I believe should break. There's a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up. It's not the best falling wedge, but it's a falling wedge. It's getting tighter as it moves to the downside. They break up 68% of the time. The length would be the base of the wedge. All right. And so this tells me that we could double top here at 29,192. All right. Very likelihood of doing that. And then we could keep a stop loss below the point of control. You know what? I might take a gander. That's the trade. I believe that's the trade right there. That is the trade right now on the future trade. If the 7-minute looks good. He never let the guy speak, man. He never let the guy speak. I was just saying. So here, I just want to put in a code here. I should have done it earlier. Didn't get the chance to do so. Sorry for that. In case I want to make up a trade, I want to be ready to rock and roll, baby. And of course, the code had 77 in it every time, baby. Oh, sorry, I've been timed out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, and then we're going to go over the altcoins. I got you, everybody. I got you. Then we got the news. We got so much to show you. All right, we got so much to show you. I'm super excited. Super exceeded, baby. Exceeded. All right. Okay, I reloaded. So let's go on in to the M. So look, I started with $800, right? I've been grinding. I got $1,072 now. I am grinding, and you've been seeing all these crazy future trades that I've been making. In and out, right? I've been all over this thing. Look at all my insane trades I've been making. Look at all. You can actually see a lot of them because they're still on the chart, right? So let's break it down now. All right. So let me delete all the nonsense here on this chart. Let me go to my 15-minute. I still have a trade open now? Oh, I'm in a trade? Oh, a very small trade I opened. I didn't remember that. Yikes. I opened a tiny trade. Right about there, I guess. Oh, yeah, inside the flag, possibly. Very small, though. I made it $100 at 20x leverage. It's tiny. Like, I'm building the position. I mean, this says we could bounce to the upside here. That is technically the trade on the 15-minute time frame. A little sketchy for me. I want to win every time. Like, I want to win. I want it to be perfect. Thursdays aren't my favorite. You know, a little less volume. And this could easily be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. You see that? We have a resistance. I'm not going to long right under the resistance. I got a long. I'm going to long if we break out of this. And when I'll let the 15-minute re-oscillate all the way back down again later on. You know what I mean? I don't mind if I miss. You may miss this big pump. So far, the 50-minute has pumped up pretty nicely, though, since we showed you this bounce. And we gave you the trend line, too, as well. It looks better on another time frame. I can believe the 1 hour. Or what did I put it on? Let me just bring it back in there. I don't know why it's so far away. If you make it on a smaller time, I probably made it on the 7. That's why. Yeah, I made it on the 7. Interesting. So I'm not opening up a trade right now. I'm not feeling it. But hey, if we get back above 28,500, that's going to be the move. We need 28.5. We need a daily candle to close above 28,500. Honestly, if this right shoulder gets made, I'm in there like swimwear. All right? I just saw the trade for me. Shoulder, head, show me that right shoulder. I'm going to take this 7-minute for gains later on the futures trades. I'm going to get in there. So that's what I'm looking for. That's my trade. I like to project my trades way before they happen. Okay? I like to do my trades before they happen. Oh, a little bit of a long squeeze now. It's back and forth right now. It's back and forth. Kind of sketchy. Let's wait to see. I want to see this right shoulder in the 7, and then I'm going to go in. All right? All right, we've done Bitcoin more than enough. I'm really happy with what I've done with Bitcoin today. I've got a good feeling. I'm waiting on that right shoulder. I've got a sense of what's going to happen. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance. What is Bitcoin dominance? Well, Bitcoin dominance is how much money is in Bitcoin compared to the rest of the other coins. All right? We talked about this idea when Bitcoin dominance hit a resistance. If it can fall to the downside, we can get ourselves an altcoin rally here, right? We can get ourselves an altcoin rally. Right now, Bitcoin is overbought on the 3-day. But as I'm suggesting to you, we could get above this and have a massive Bitcoin rally. To me, based on what I've been showing you on the 3-day chart, it looks like Bitcoin's about to go on a massive rally. To me, if I had to make a prediction, which I usually don't, I show you what the charts convey. I believe another bank will be going down, a couple of them, I'm happy to say, and I think a substantial one, which people are really going to be surprised about. And again, I hope not. I hope not. I don't want to spread fear and panic. I love everybody, and I try to be the most love and make everybody calm and figure it out. So here's the deal. Here is the deal. Resistance and you're at a clear resistance for the Bitcoin dominance. And I mean, altcoin season, this would be an amazing altcoin season. Do we pump up one more time and then start to get rejected? Then do we bearish retest and come back? There's a chance. But I just want to show you the seriousness of this. If we can get the pullback for Bitcoin dominance, that's going to be how the altcoins begin to soar. Unless the whole market tanks, then Bitcoin dominance could tank too. You don't want Bitcoin dominance to tank and alts to tank. So you want Bitcoin to stay sideways while Bitcoin dominance gives up. Or you want Bitcoin to pump a little bit while Bitcoin dominance goes down. You don't want Bitcoin dumping while Bitcoin dominance goes down, because that usually hurts the altcoins too. So you want sideways Bitcoin while dominance resets, right? Your next level for dominance would be here. All eyes on this idea. Let's take a look at our daily time frame. And honestly, the daily's getting ready. And I've predicted massive moves for Bitcoin based on the dominance. Bitcoin dominance just broke out of the flag, dude. Come on. Bitcoin dominance just broke out the flag. It has a massive pull. I'm telling you right now, I see Bitcoin dominance getting possibly back to 52. I know. A lot of people don't believe this. A lot of people can't believe it. A lot of people are like, what is he saying? Is he out of his mind? Bitcoin will never go back to 50 again. And maybe not. There's a bit of a bearish divvy there, and we are at a resistance. We are at a resistance. If this starts to falter, it could be a great move for Bitcoin. Right now, the daily looks good, though. The daily looks good. The 4 hour says, but it could pump us up and then retest. The daily and that 22 hour, just like Bitcoin, look like they're ready to rock. So if Bitcoin dominance is ready to move really strong, it really tells me we could get somewhat of a move here today, even tonight, or tomorrow. Friday has been fun for Bitcoin, all right? So that's Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at the DXY because we have to. It's the dollar index. I gave it to you, baby. I showed you that we were in a rising wedge, right? Before it happened, I showed you the shoulder, the head and the shoulder before it happened as it was forming. I gave you all this information. You could have been a Forex boss with the stuff I show you because usually when the dollar dumps, JPY, look, how do you trade this? If you want to trade Forex, let me show you how. You duplicate this, right? Go to the Japanese yen USD, JPY USD. So you're looking at JPY USD, right? So look, JPY USD, Japanese yen versus the dollar. Let's take a look at what happened there. And look at the massive trade that happened here. And what you could do is you can look at them both and you can see what was the date there, March 8th, right? And what was the date here? March 8th, right? So when you saw this getting into a rising wedge, you flip to Japanese yen and you make a boatload. Simple stuff, everybody. That's why Forex traders love me too. If you just watch my DXY update every day as a Forex trader, you're going to do really, really well too. I mean, over time, the probabilities that present to you are very awesome. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right? You know what I mean? Don't push it. Don't push your luck. Don't crack yourself like an egg. Don't get cracked. So look, BOOKMAP, really spreading the liquidity around. It does suggest, I see a short squeeze coming to 28,700. That's what I see happening. The liquidity just looks closer than it is down here. And usually when the liquidity is closer, we're going to get a move to the upside. You can get this Global Plus. Links into my description. Please sign up to BOOKMAP today. It'll absolutely blow your mind. I think you'll love it. I'll love it. We use it all the time here on the show, and it really, really shows how strong it works. And we can actually watch the liquidations. You don't want to be one of the short people that are in between. If you short in between a large order like this, it's likely you get squeezed. What is short squeezing? It's when a lot of retail traders put themselves in between a giant whale's order book. And so a whale says, I want to sell at 58, but you're trying to short here, here, and here. So you open up shorts thinking the price will dump. Well, that whale wants his fill. And it's like a bear that's going to rip the meat apart and eat what he wants. You are just in the way. And so that whale, that whale is going to whale up to his order, and you are going to be crushed inside of it, just like a trash compactor. Do not get trash compacted. Okay, we see it every day here on the stream. We watch it all the time. I watch people get short squeezed to the point of no return while I buy Bitcoin at 19,000 and laugh my face off. I don't mean to laugh, but come on, man. Like, we show people how not to do it and they get blasted. So look, you would have been able to trade JPY USD based when I called the top of the dollar here. I did call the top of the dollar too. That's where I bought my Bitcoin because I figured they were juxtaposed perfectly. So that was 19K Bitcoin. So I bought my Bitcoin based on the top of the dollar. They manipulated it, then Bitcoin and the dollar tanked together with SPF. So Black Swan, whatever you want to call it. But I used my inverse correlated asset to get into Bitcoin, and I was spot on. I called the top of this dollar with the bearish divergence in the 2-week chart. I was looking at the weekly and the 2-week, and there was strong bearish divergence in the DXY. You could see it, look, swinging down while that was swinging up. I mean, it was just horrible. And look at the week's pain, and look how much more pain is coming. The weekly is just getting started for the dollar. Do you see what I see? Are you ready for this? Shoulder, head. Dude, this tells you that BRICS is coming. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. This shows us that BRICS is coming. They are going to dump the dollar like you wouldn't believe. Bitcoin will become I believe Bitcoin will become legal tender in many, many cities and states. You're going to see Bitcoin take over in the next year. It's going to be a different world. People who own Bitcoin are going to be in a very, 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 very powerful place coming soon. And look, this could drop you all the way down to 90, right? And that's a head and shoulder pattern. We're just showing you the facts here. Yes, we did bounce, but so far we got resistance. And now, look, I'm showing you this falling wedge that's continuing. The falling wedge that I've been putting the dollar in suggests that the dollar continues down here to the edge of the wedge. This is what happens, everybody. Patterns stay in patterns till they don't. And here you're in this falling area here, and you're likely to come down to my circled zone right there to 98. Once you break a buck, 100, it's over, baby. That's a very psychological area, all right? So the 5 days suggests more pain. The weekly suggests we're just getting started on this dump. Look at the last time a weekly pain started. We took a nasty dump. If we even took a fractal from that and just say that's the same length we'll get, right? Which I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but if we just took a bars pattern from that idea, right? And we said, okay, from here to here, and then we snatch that. I mean, that is the exact length, because you get your length from the neck to the head. So it should rub it, and that's Elliott wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. I mean, that wants to point down. That weekly is not done yet. Once we lose this area, this strong support, you're dropping down to 99, and then you're dropping it in, and then you lose 100. That's psychological, everybody. You do not want to be losing 100. So the dollar is horrible. I'm predicting a massive dump for it. I predicted it from here. I then showed you here, and now I'm showing you the right shoulder. Even weeks ago on the daily here, I showed you this head and shoulder that no one really saw, one here. I've been giving you the sauce every single day. I've been spot on, baby. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you that the technical analysis is played out. I just reveal it. It's not even my ego or me. I just show you things in the math that are there, and they play out. You just gotta pay attention. You just gotta pay attention. Shout out to the 871 people on the live, 565 likes, $34 in chat revenue. Where did those 400 people go that were trading with me last week, getting the information? Super verse, crawling up nicely. Can you check some price potentials? Interesting. We got CFX, XRP, EKTA. Stick around. We're going to get to your super chat. And if you have to leave, it will be time-stamped in the description. You can jump on in and just hit the timestamp, find out what coin you want, and search it. It's like a searchable. I mean, that no other stream has that. We have 50 coins usually a day, and you can just go there and click on the timestamps. I'm telling you right now, I bet you right now there's a bunch of setups right now that you could look at on all the other live streams. So you go to my live stream here, you take a look at it, video, go to my live, click on any live you want, like this live, Bears Tango, and just click on. You could even learn technical analysis this way, because each of these is a separate form of TA. Watch AGIX, watch BAX BTC, then compare them and see if they played out. Go back a week ago and then put them on. You can actually find my winner. You can start seeing the trajectory of what we do there right away. So just get privy to the information, start getting it in, understand we're there. Is Dabo with trouble? I heard rumors. Yes, the Fashion Police claims he's violated many laws. He's in trouble for having too much Riz. He's back into 10. What is that? That's just so crazy. Is that that's all people said? I only got 2 responses on this? I find this so weird that I have 800 people on the live and only 2 people who respond to the Twitter. Because I'm just such a loving guy. If you put out a tweet, I'm like, oh, let me put that. You know? Hustle with Joe Piso. Just don't talk about other YouTubers. Only nice things. Yeah, we don't talk about other YouTubers, man. Only blessings on everyone else in this channel. God bless all the people out there. Negative energy, we don't need it. We don't need negative energy. All we need to talk about is positivity. That's it. We focus on the positive things, and that's what matters. So the dollar index, I'm giving you the special sauce, and that looks like the JPY USD could continue to pump. Again, I'm not a Forex trader, but I may just gave you a gem. It's up to you. Let's take a look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. We showed you this inverted head and shoulder. We got them. We showed you how we're not actually above, Bitcoin is doing, you could try, Bitcoin's different than the total market cap. Bitcoin's using that diagonal trend line, but the total market cap is not. However, look at this 22-hour. 22-hour wants to blast, and it's just getting started. Did it break? Yeah, it broke out. It's retesting a little bit. See what can happen. Right now, it's got some indecision, but the 22-hour does want to make a move to the upside. The 4-hour is getting a little overbought, but it's back above resistance on the total market cap. Our daily time frame, ready to rock. I mean, that's a big move. Our daily suggests a huge move is coming for the total market cap. So does Bitcoin dominance. Everything's aligned, everybody. It's highly likely that those buys at 23,000 that we made during the weekly screen share together that I made, and then you may have made too if you liked it. But I bought tons of Bitcoin. 20K, 10K, 40K. I'm not trying to say, but I threw my money around. And honestly, I didn't want to do it to brag. I wanted to do it to prove to you that I do show you what I do with my money, even publicly. On a live stream, I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19,000. It went down to 16.5. People laughed at me, but I'm up like $10,000 now. Who's laughing at me now? You should donate some crypto to charity every time you say, oh my God, Faha Fawi. You say Ion, I don't know. Why are you telling me what to do? Why are you telling, Fahi Fahu, why are you telling someone else what to do? Come on, man. Don't tell other people what to do. Just do what you need to do. Do what you need to do, my friend. Don't tell other people what to do. I love you. You've been friends with me for a long time. I never expected you telling me what to do. I don't tell my friends what to do, man. I don't. I am is one of the strongest vibrations in the universe to create. Excellent. Yeah, just don't tell other people what to do. And now I'm telling you what to do, I guess. So I'll say I don't like when other people tell me what to do. You know what I mean? It's a joke. I don't get, all right, I'm sorry. I'm like on point and I get attacked every day. So I don't know who's attacking me or not. But I mean, Fahaf always been my friend for years. Like, he's one of the greatest lifers in the game. He was one of the first people that ever came to my channel. You should donate some crypto to charity every time you say, or on me. I don't know. You are blessed. The bee's knees, brother. Thank you. Backed announces a plan for one world currency. Are you serious? That's creepy. That is creepy. I mean, they do say we will get a one world currency in the Bible, right? This guy said, effing book said he gave you the Bitcoin call. Why don't you go to give to charity with it? Aha. Oh. How is he getting my statement wrong? I don't know. Fahi, all I know is you're one of the greatest people in the live. You've been here since day one, so I love you, man. We both know that our energies are aligned. So that's another thing. You guys remember, how many times have you text someone and the text didn't go well? You guys have texted me. I can't hear what you're saying. So think about it. I'm not getting everything. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at half of it. So not a huge fan of SGB, but the hourly has legs if the Stokes can reset. Average Joe. At the beach, let's go, man. I wish I was at the beach. I'm so jealous of you right now. Can you send us a picture to the group so I can see it? Or even to my DM? Sam, just read the Behold the Pale Horse last night. Wild. Isn't that crazy what it says? Everything that's happening right now, he said was going to happen. It's so weird. Anyway, I don't even want to get into that. I don't know how deep that, So total market cap suggests we were going up on the daily. Other time frames are minutia. We could double top. I get it. Total market cap suggests we're going to blast, baby. We're going to blast. I'm putting my faith in the daily. I'm putting my faith in the daily time frame. All right. So there's total market cap. There's the DXY. There's Bitcoin dominance. S&P futures. ES1, baby. S&P. So look, we talked about this inverted head and shoulder breaking up to the upside. So far, it is doing exactly as such. Okay, so, and look, here's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there too. You see it? It doesn't have to be perfect, everybody. And it shouldn't be, because that means like the less perfect it is, the more veteran traders see it and the more beginner traders don't. Like a veteran trader could see that as an inverted, but a beginner trader may never have noticed. So that's what you get out of becoming a trader for long periods of time. You trust in patterns. You don't have to second guess them. You're like, oh yeah, that's it. Done. Got 'ems. So look, we broke the trend line of the inverted. Okay, but we're pretty overbought. 1 hour time frame is also overbought here on S&P futures. So we're at a resistance and knocking it. Let's put in the moving averages. There's the moving averages there. And you can see a bit of a flag here forming. You got to have this stay in a flag above the zone. You really do. 4,000 is great, though. 4,000 is great. And at the end of the day, it's the symmetrical triangle that I've been talking about. And I've got it waiting. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I called the bottom of the S&P here. Remember? The cup and handle back in October. There's the video. Go to the exact date, and you'll see the date that I called the bottom of the S&P. So I don't only just call Bitcoin. I've called the bottom of the S&P. I've called the top of the dollar. I even, before the pandemic in March, I was showing you that we were going to dump to the downside. I know it's crazy, but I would like my team to fish that up, go all the way back to the pandemic. The charts were showing we were on a rising wedge, and I said we could go to 16,000. It was, or 18,000, and it eventually started to happen. So, but how do you know which hour you should use? I don't know what he's saying, man. No idea what he means. Tons of Bible prophecies have come true. I know. Let's take a look at CFX on the move, and now we're going to jump on in to the super chats. Oh, it's 11:30. Let's jump on into the news, everybody. Let's jump on in to the news. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price, and I do the Crypto Live Show every single day, and we give you 3 amazing news articles that could kind of shift the way that we're looking at the market. So today, we start at Blockworks. FDIC chair grilled over crypto-friendly bank takeovers. Calls are growing for transparency over how the FDIC assumed control of a crypto-friendly bank, Signature in Silicon. I heard one of these banks was not even insolvent. You know what I mean? And that's not even conspiracy theory. Apparently, it was true, but around $4 billion in deposits tied to Signature Bank crypto business are set to be returned next week amid growing scrutiny around the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. During a financial service hearing on Wednesday, FDIC Chairman Martin Gruenberg fielded questions over his agency's handling of the recent U.S. banking crisis, including takeovers of Signature and Silicon. Funny, I told my mom and dad, I said, Mom, you got to have some Bitcoin. I said, they only can give you as much as they got in the bank. And my parents were like, yeah, but it's FDIC approved. And my mom said this to me yesterday. I said, Mom, are you not my mother? You know what I mean? Are you not my mother, man? Board type crow, man, you're the man, dude. He sent us a picture. He's at the beach chilling with his dog, with his Crypto Lifer hat on. You're the man, dude. Spreading the love, spreading the logo. People are seeing that right now where he is, man. Love that. Love that. So anyway, FDIC grilled over crypto-friendly bank takeovers. All right? Around $4 billion in deposits tied to Signature Bank crypto's business are set to be returned. I believe it's already been sold out of the bridge institution, Gruenberg responded. Emmer later rebuffed the chairman's response in a tweet. Get your story straight, Chairman Gruenberg. You're on the congressional record. Did the FDIC sell Signet or not? And if not, why is our government controlling one of the few private sector's 24/7 money rails that supported the digital economy? Tom Emmer goes hard, man, and he really, really represents the crypto space. Free commerce, and the fact that we need to have crypto needs to be free. Pro-crypto Congressman Tom Emmer asked Gruenberg whether the FDIC plans to sell intellectual property tied to Signature's blockchain, and he says, I believe that's already been sold. He said, I believe it's already been sold. He said, was it or wasn't it? The FDIC sold Silicon Valley's deposits to First Citizens Bank earlier this week. Emmer pressed Gruenberg on his assertion that the sale included assets or liabilities tied to crypto-related firms. Gruenberg claims that all deposits from Silicon were assumed by First Citizens. But I am also certain that's not true, said Nick Carter, a co-founder at venture capital firm Island Castle Ventures. Emmer and the FDIC did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Others took umbrage with the hearing's apparent focus on Silicon Valley Bank rather than the FDIC's action against Signature. Barney Frank, former House of Financial Service Committee Chair, Signature Director, had previously alluded to the bank's solvency even as the FDIC took control. He said the bank was solvent. Really weird. A lot of weird things going on there. Definitely an inside job. We're not stupid. We never get the whole news. It's big boys playing games, and then they feed us nonsense on the back end, and we know that. That's why you should never take any of this at face value, and you should always be able to see the truth behind the curtains, because that's how you kind of get the news. Citibank tokenized securities market could reach $4 trillion by 2030. I'm telling you, SNX, which is synthetics, that could be a big mover. I own it long term because I believe it could create tokenized securities and be one of the bigger players in the game. So I watch synthetics, SNX, for this region. You might want to write that coin down. Nobody's talking about it. It's doing nothing now, but maybe a few years from now, it might do something big. But look at this. Citizen tokenized securities market could reach $4 trillion by 2030. Trillions of dollars of assets could be tokenized by the end of the decade, according to Citi researchers. While the adoption of blockchain technology has been slow, the technology is approaching an inflection point. Once our technology, it's like making one of the fastest engines. Like once we get it, boom. I mean, it's like once you have the cotton, you had the cotton press, and you went from old, a mule, and then you kind of, it changed the industrial way of farming immediately. Very similar to here. We're going to hit that inflection point, and crypto is going to rip. Despite innovation taking time, the space is approaching an inflection point. Boyle said, as promised, potential of blockchain could soon be realized. Successful adoption will be when blockchain has 1 billion plus users who do not even realize they are using the technology. This will likely be driven by adoption. I already do it every day. I use my Coinbase card when I buy stuff, and I don't even realize I'm using cryptocurrency, and it happens immediately. Citi isn't alone. BlackRock's Larry Fink wrote about the operational potential of underlying technologies and digital assets in his annual letter to shareholders earlier this month. In particular, the tokenization of asset classes offers the prospect of driving efficiencies into capital markets, shorting value chains and improving costs. Yeah, if you could invest in things through a tokenization and not have to actually invest in the thing and then have access to it, be led tape, rest movement, and people could just the economy would move way faster. The economy moves faster and more people make money, more opportunity for more people. Bitcoin volatility likely as options worth $4 billion expire on Friday. Market makers selling the options may need to buy more Bitcoin in the spot market to cover their positions if the cryptocurrency rises further. See, I believe it does rise further. They're going to have to buy more. This is going to prop the price up. Bitcoin could see a wild price swings heading into the weekend as options contracts worth billions of dollars tied to the cryptocurrencies are set to expire tomorrow. Write this down. Options expire tomorrow. Write this down. All right? Don't wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I didn't know options expired. At press time, the quarterly expiry on the dominant crypto options exchange Deribit, composed of 81,000 call options worth $224 billion and 60,000 put options worth $173 billion. Ooh, so according to the data from Amberdet Deribit, which accounts for almost 80% of the global crypto options activity, they will sell quarterly options between 8 UTC on Friday on Deribit. Once options contracts represent 1 Bitcoin. They didn't say it was 8 p.m. or, there's a massive quarterly options expiring tomorrow. CEO, co-founder of TDX Strategies. The street is potentially short gamma on the top side. That's plus thin liquidity could lead to big chops in both directions. So remember that. We're going to have a rocky road tomorrow. We may not want to trade tomorrow. We may want to let the dust settle. It's kind of like a Fed meeting in a way. There could be some rocky movement. Let's know that. Let's stay privy to that. Everybody, thank you so much for sticking with me. And that is the news. Now let's jump into all the super chats and have a blast. So, CFX. Let's take a look at the coin that I had here on KuCoin. CFX USDT here on KuCoin. And let's get that music back up and running. And I might as well go back to my baby. No eat, no pay, baby. My favorite track of the game. So look, CFX in the daily says it's going to blast to the upside. Absolutely blast. We already gave you the trade. It went up 37% gains. We nailed it. Shout out to anyone that took the trade. Kind of a slanted cup and handle. But look, this is what I see now. You're making somewhat of a symmetrical triangle now, or, almost an ascending. I don't usually use wicks here. Kind of want to more because it opens it up a bit. But yeah, and I see this making a move this way. Here's your flag. Your length of your bull is pretty lengthy. This is hot. Hong Kong opens up trading. People are going to front run this. I'm telling you, for whatever reason, Chinese investors really like this coin. It's a known mover. So we're going to look for the 4-hour, which is overbought. We're going to flag out the 4-hour, make sure it stays in somewhat of a flag here. When that flag gets ready to go, this is going to be a beautiful entry. It come back down to this level here one more time. Either way, I'm watching this with an alert right here on the stochastic. I'll even put alert sideways on the stochastic. I got alert there, and I'm going to right-click this. This looks like it's highly likely to move on the daily. We just got to find a nestle into a nicer entry here on the bigger time frame. All right, there's the length of the pole. There's your move. Our target, well placed and presented, could take us all the way to about 79 cents. That's a beautiful move. Look, there's the 77. They disappeared. They were there for a second. Bitcoin holding 28,300, just kind of going up and down here, a bit sideways action. And honestly, now that I learned about we're having the options expire, that's probably going to make Bitcoin go sideways. Because a lot of people like me are going to, right now I already know that, I'm going to start to slowing down. I made good gains the last week. It was awesome. Why would I risk myself in the crazy volatility? No need to do that. So I don't have to do that. I don't need to, right? So because of that, there's another reason this could kind of make the market a little weary, like a Fed day, and we could see some lack of momentum. It could help some small cap altcoins that don't care, because Bitcoin can kind of get trapped sideways, and then we can get a move on the small altcoins. So Just understand that information can really, really help us get a move on. All right. Who wants to hear my story about acupuncture? I'll tell you it at the end of the stream. But I went to acupuncture yesterday. I did not have a good experience. Not the needles. I'll explain what happened and we'll break it down. Max Payne will play in. 28K magnet incoming. Let's flush down. Come on. Bitcoin outperforming the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P daily, weekly, even monthly. Bitcoin forever. Amen, baby. Amen. Wish I bought this iPad sooner. Connects to the iPhone and I can stream. That's what I do. I connect my iPad to my phone with the link and I'm at the beach charting all day long. I go on vacation with my family. I still hit gains for the trading group. I still go over there. That's why I don't take a day off. Because I can be on vacation. All I need is 5 to 6 hours here and there. I wake up in the morning before my family's awake. 5 to 7 in the morning when we're on vacation. There's my 2 hours. I do our live stream. There's my 2 hours. And then throughout the day, I check back in on my iPad and then I do an update at the end of the day. So I know, even when I'm trading, even when I'm with my family, I don't take a day off. I can keep you privy to what's happening and we can find gains and gains and gains and gains and gains and gains. So I'm waiting for this 4 hour to cool off. I got alerts on CFX. I see this thing could make a move. That's how I'm trading it. You trade it however you want. All right. I'm not a financial advisor and I can't tell you what to do with your trading, with your money. And I will never tell you what to buy or sell. Okay. XRP for the move. Look, there's my target. How did I know XRP was going to hit that and slump? Why was 57 my target? I just take measured moves from wick to wick. It's exactly what this wick to that wick gave us, and then I put it in position the proper way. My measured moves are deadly accurate. They happen all the time. I made that move way before it happened, and we hit it. Shout out to anyone that took XRP with us. We also had this one. This is my next measured move. It's telling us that we're going all the way to 64 cents. The more and more, I'm hearing rumors that the SEC will change hands by June. And even the people inside government aren't happy with what's going on there. And they would like somebody else. So, again, it is a rumor. But hopefully it happens. And they're going to have a change of the guard here. And because it just doesn't make sense. A lot of stuff isn't making sense. And there's just a lot of, there's no transparency. There's bipartisan people on either side now. There's Democrats and Republicans that are just like, come on, what's happening? I like XRP on the 4 hour time frame in this flag. Highly likely to make a bit of a move here. Here's one of the first trades that I like today. It's hot. Something's brewing with the meeting. It broke out. It's at this previous resistance point. I don't like I have to hover my stop loss kind of, but I could bring it right to here. The extra chintzy right there at 229, but at the risk reward ratio I usually don't like to take. Has to be a 3-to-1 or better. Okay, we have this line here. That's beautiful. Previous resistance right there. I'll take that. I needed something. I don't like being naked. I don't like flying my stop loss naked, meaning without a previous support or resistance region to give it some type of backing. This looks like highly likely to break out, honestly. And I wouldn't look at any other time frame. Just play the 4 hour the way the 4 hour wants to be played. That's what I would do. You do whatever makes you happy yet again. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such, baby. XRP looks pretty good to me, though. I like what I'm seeing for XRPZ on the 4 hour. And that's a bull flag, if I've ever seen one. 3-to-1 risk reward, 4-to-1 risk reward ratio, which is a beautiful sign. Could even go lower to like the 3 right there. Yep. This is nice. That's very likely to happen. And it's kind of got cup and handle vibes. See, there's like a long, giant cup. We gave you this tight channel. I don't know if you remember, but on Sin City Crypto, I called this long. I said, it's getting tight in the channel. Likely we can make a move. I said, look for Bitcoin, go to 57 and then likely get up to 64 cents. And we nailed it. So anyone who watched me on any of these channels, they're probably like, dang, that happened exactly as that guest said it would. Whoa, interesting. So XRP getting a bit of a move. Let's get back into the super chats. We're rocking and rolling, though. I can feel them. We're spitting them out. XRP, EKTA, ARB3L. Let's take a look at EKTA. Okay, on MEXC. Wow, this thing continued to the upside. Did not hit the stop. Oh, it just barely hit that stop. So you could say, okay. But it almost hit the target yet again for another 58% gains. Unreal. I had it in this channel. Eventually, it really made this flag. But you got to know how to redraw. I'm not perfect. But look, that was the flag. I wish I had seen this last night. This thing just continues. This thing has been an amazing. We put it out right here. Then I gave you another trade. Fine. I mean, it got stopped out, but you don't have to put your stop where I put it. I'm not your financial advisor. You should have been able to redraw this with the stuff that I teach you. Realize that was your measured move and still made this trade if you had to. I'm kind of pissed I didn't. That I overlooked this puppy. It went up again, but we started getting it down here. Things up 152% since when we first put it out. I mean, come on now. EKTA. And shout out to the person who gave it to us on the stream. I believe it was Crypto Wolf, man. He's the man. God bless you, Wolf. Booming, 150% gains coming out of EKTA. All right. That's crazy. So what do we see happening now? Let's break it down. Let's look at our daily time frame. Maybe it went on a parabolic run. Our daily should be extremely overbought, away from the 21-day moving average. It is. Yes, this, you might keep pumping to the 200 SMA, honestly. So you're likely to make this gap. You already went this far. You're likely to gap up. And look, I teach my students this all the time, and I never really looked at this in the bigger time frame. Could have just traded this to the 200 SMA. Look at that. Crazy. Another perspective. Amazing, right? I like having both these ideas because they both say something different, but they don't look the same. And this is my tick. This is a trick that I teach people all the time. Bunched up moving averages. So it tells me this could go up more to the 200 SMA. Once it gets above the 200 SMA, it could go up even more. Like, you'd be surprised. So this thing is up massively, 478% from that low on the point of control. Unreal. So daily suggests it could continue to the upside. 1 hour, so you're looking for some type of flag for this thing. I'm amazed. Okay, ARPBL, I am Immutable X, SHIB, Super, SGB, GRT. Sam, I super chatted yesterday for Phantom, and you did not cover it. Okay. I mean, at what point did you do that? Like late? Because we were like trying, like people were just bombarding us at one point. Like it was after 12 o'clock, you can't ask for it. The show goes from 10 to 12. So if you super chat after 12, you cannot expect me to answer the chat. I got places to go and things to do. You know? No, I'm serious. Like, it's just unfair to me in a bit. So look, here we go. I just don't think you did it during the stream, but maybe you did. We'll get to it for you. Don't worry. It's going to follow Bitcoin. I'll tell you that. It's a large cap that's going to follow Bitcoin. So because I see that the daily wants the 200 SMA, I'm looking for the flag that could get us up there to the upside, right? So I'm watching this flag here, and if this consolidates, and it could go either way. It could be, it could be more of a slanted flag like the other one, or it could be more sideways. Because the 21's pretty close, it tells me it's going to be more sideways like this. If we get that flag, then we get the pump. Looks like there may be one more move here for EKTA. And then at the end of the day, though, it's going to pull back at one point. It's had a huge run up. It's had a huge run up. Let's take a look at, so I'm looking for that projection there. And it's starting to get a little spent. And you got some bearish divvy here too. I personally would leave the trade completely and take my money. But that's me. I'm more conservative now as I'm becoming an older and older trader. After 12, only $200 super chat. Yeah, you can only send a $200 super chat after 12 o'clock. Exactly. Spot on. Sam, I asked for 3 Bitcoins yesterday and you never gave them to me. He says you did Phantom. Look what he just said. He said you did do Phantom. Hey, let's go back and see, because I'm not giving freebies. No, we can find out whether I did Phantom or not. Oh man, this is the reckoning. This is the reckoning. This guy better hope Phantom's not on there now, because then the whole chat's gonna turn. Hold on, let's take a look. Let's take a look. There it is right there. I did do Phantom, dude. So you're whack. I'm sorry, I can't say that, but you made a mistake for whatever reason. I did do Phantom. I did do Phantom, bro. I gave you everything for it. Come on, man. So shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you for telling me I didn't do something when I did. You got smacked by the lifer. He did Phantom, and now you must walk the plank. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine telling me I didn't do something. Yikes. Like publicly calling me out and being wrong. My granddad told me you were the master of trading the 1 second chart with 50x leverage. What are you talking about, man? What are you saying? Thoughts on ORBN, or Beyond Protocol? I don't know anything about it, man. Where's the dude who said I didn't do the live? Where's the dude? Where is he? I asked for Phantom and you didn't do it. No, I don't want to piss you off. But where is he? I want to know. Whatever. But, I mean, come on, man. And I had a timestamp for you, so even if you left, you could have done it. So there you go. I'm not doing it again. He's from the future. He changed his name and passport already, right? He disappeared. Ignore the trolls, waste of time. What are you triangulating his position now and sending the drones? Nobody's perfect. Exactly, nobody's perfect. He made a mistake. It's okay. It's okay. But all you had to do was go check the live stream before. Double check. See, I had a job where I worked a night shift. When you work a night shift, you can't be wrong because the people come in the next day and you give them the information. And if it's wrong, they fire you. So I know everyone could make a mistake, but I actually couldn't. I worked a job, and you can ask my wife this, right, babe? I worked a job where I really couldn't make a mistake. Had I made one or two more mistakes, they would have fired me. My job had to be impeccable. You had to give the time-coded sequences perfectly done. I had to triple check my work, and if it was wrong, I had to stay even later and get it done again. When they came in that, because I worked a night shift, when the whole team came in the morning, if I said it was done right, it had to be done right. If I'd messed up one time they spoke to me, the second time, there was really no second time. By the first time, they didn't trust me anymore, and they were already getting me out the door. The TV industry is vicious. I worked in a vicious industry that I had to be mathematically correct on everything I did, and if I made a mistake, I was out the door. And you can ask anyone that worked with me. It was the most, being anyone here who's been an assistant editor in the union for multi-million-dollar projects knows the amount of pressure on you to make sure every single digit, every single time-coded thing is put into a perfect perspective. It's absolutely insane. So for me, I had pressure on me that, a lot of pressure. Okay, Bitcoin dump. I know, right? Let's take a look at ARB3L. Arbitrum. ARB3Ls. I've only had ARBs a few times. ARBs, dude. There's not a lot of ARBs. They're like, you see them on TV, but you never see them in real life. So this coin is just getting started on KuCoin. So it's really small. Like, it doesn't have a lot of data. However, you got to look at Arbitrum and look at Arbitrum. So you can't really look at this without looking at Arbitrum. You know what I mean? You don't have enough data. This does say it's going to pump, though, really nicely. And this actually may be something that's going to be fun to trade because Arbitrum's going to be a move. I personally hold Arbitrum long-term. Bitcoin getting a pounding to the downside. Let's take a look. Oh, it got the blast out. And that's actually probably going to be a good place to load. Let's look for the divergence here. So look, the head just got meleeed. Still could be a head, though. See that? Still could be a beautiful head. Let's get rid of the head and shoulder pattern here. And I told you, I wasn't going to open up a long or a short. I wasn't feeling the market at all. Sketchy business today. And, a lot of people kind of going to bug out. There's going to be a lot of weird moves. Look, we got the bullish divvy, though, starting to form in the 7. I'm about to long that right there. I'm about to long this support. Look, I'm going to long that real quick. Ooh, I'm down. Ooh, how could you be down $27 on $100? How is that even possible? I don't even know how that's possible. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I put such little bits that I couldn't lose any money. I'm so confused. How can you lose $20 on? I guess I'm 100x. I'm 21x leverage on $100. I still got to figure out all the. I thought that's $2,000. You know what I mean? I'm so confused. But whatever. Because that's 1-to-1. Like, I'm down 25%. I'm down 25. I'm down $1. A percent is $1. That's just weird. I thought I didn't risk enough to lose that much. I thought I was way less under risk. That's why I only put $100 in. I'm really confused right now. Well, I have to figure this out. Someone's going to have to help me. I don't leverage trade. I've never done it, for years. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, close to $1 million spot trading. So I don't really feel the need to leverage trade. I say it all the time, but I want to show people that I could do it if I want to do it. You know what I mean? We took $800 to $1,100. We want to continue to grow it. I kind of would enter this trade right now. I believe there's going to be a bounce back of the sub-admitted bullish divergence here to the upside. I think that's a perfect place to get into the trade. There is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, though. Could dump us down, and the 7-minute is pushing down, but I see this bullish divergence here. A lot of times, 7-minute bullish divergence is a good place to get into the trade, and we're kind of like right there. And we're below the dotted line, too. So I like an entry right here to the upside. Now we look at our 15-minute. We're finally kind of pinned. But, then you have a 15-minute. I do see the shoulder, head, and shoulder, though. And we technically, look, we lost whatever, weird trend line I had there. Now it's kind of flat. Still could end up being a symmetrical triangle. I do like a long scalp right there, but sketchy business today with the options expiring. Okay, IMX, SHIB, Super, SGB, and ETH. Bitcoin 8-hour inverse cup and handle. So he's on the 8-hour. Inverse cup and handle. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I got you. Yeah, you're spot on with that. There's your hand. Yep. And there's your handle. Yeah. Not bad, brother. Nice call, man. I like it. I see it. You've got it. You've locked in. You've got lifer vision, man. If you're seeing inverted cup and handles, you got lifer vision. You've got lifer vision. Ugly pattern. I mean, look how gross this is. And again, even if we bounce, we just don't want to lose this. We got to get back above 28,500. So far, it's looking like it may not happen today. So far, it's looking like it may not happen. All right. It would be healthy to retest 26,005. You can't lose this diagonal trend line. I'm telling you. I don't care what you guys think is healthy. You can, very, very, very crucial. You do not lose. You lose this diagonal trend line, you bump and run it. You go to 16K. You go to 10K, you lose. You guys don't realize how substantial this line is. People that saying 26.5 would be nice. You really don't want to lose that. And also, people are front running Bitcoin. I don't think you're going to get to 25 too. I front runned it. I front ran it. And there's going to be people just like me front running Bitcoin. They're not going to let it get to where you want to get it to. There's people with more money than you that aren't going to let Bitcoin get to those lows, possibly. There's billionaires that aren't going to let me get my prices that I want, right? So Arbitrum looks really good here on the 1 hour time frame. It does, just very basic. But I mean, this is what I go for. Falling volume, falling price. This could make a move. So then I look at ARB by itself. You got to look at it by itself too and see what it's going to do on the chart, on the KuCoin chart. 1156, everybody. Thank you for kicking it with me. So Arbitrum. And again, remember, whenever you fall and you pump and you're far away from the 200-day SMA, you're going to come back to it. And we talked about this yesterday in the live. Someone must have asked me, and I said, listen, you're going to come back to the 21 SMA, the 21 simple. When you hit the 21 simple, a move can be made, right? And then we can get the pump. This would also help out Arbitrum, but the 3L token. So look, I mean, you had the cup and handle. Now you have a beautiful resistance. You're retracing to that resistance. The 1 hour wants to go. I'll tell you right now, Arbitrum does look like a nice play today. Very nice that you put this out there. You're the man. Very nice person. Also, it could be the whole length of this bigger pole too. I wouldn't be surprised if we went for the gusto here for Arbitrum. And that is something that I'm looking at on the radar too. That would present a beautiful gain of about, 20%? 16? And the 3L token would give you almost 45 out of that. So we are watching Arbitrum on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour. Looks like it could do some damage. What are you doing that for? How you disappearing me now, man? What did I would buy? You disappearing me chart now. So look, I mean.
Hey, everybody, my name's Peter Griffin. And every time I watch crypto, I watch the Crypto Lifer. Why? Because he's the nicest guy in the world. Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your ear. Hey, Brian, me and you are the only two that love each other. No one in this family cares about me. That's why it's a man and his dog. God bless you. You know who loves me, though? Crypto Lifer. Every time I comment, he always sends me a nice envelope in the mail. What a nice dude. I hope whenever he comes to Quahog, everybody here should just give him a big old hug. We love you, Crypto Lifer. We love you. Hey, Quagmire, when are you going to run in? Shout out to Gina Bombina. Hello, my loves. All lines are consistent and compelling. Their course, I scalp with EMA, KDA, RSI, and BOOKMAPs. Been shorting ARB. ARB may have more airdrops to bring the price down. Careful. Amen. Hey, see what you just said? I only look at the charts, man. See, you missed the charts. So show me the charts and I'll show you the news. That's the 21 touching a flag. You're retesting a previous resistance. See, I don't care. The airdrops will come. Don't get me wrong. But look, you broke out of this giant falling wedge. Right? Your measured move was here. I'm just saying, I mean, that it didn't care, right? Again, once it pumps, it will probably make a head and shoulder, then the airdrop will come. So just remember that. Look, they're squeezing some shorts still now. It's not over yet. The battle isn't over yet. We need to close a daily candle above 28,500 to remain bullish. We need to close a daily candle above 28,500 to remain bullish. Arbitrum, 17% gains possibly coming for ARB. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I don't care what else is happening. We'll be privy. I get it. You do have to pay attention to the airdrops. But what I like what I'm seeing here are the 1 hour time frame.
That's a 1 hour bull flag retesting support, right? I'm just, it is what it is. And the 3 hours is so new, but it could make a move. Immutable X and SHIB. Let's look at Immutable X here on KuCoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. $44.81 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing, beautiful souls. Thank you for the love. We talked about Immutable X every day on the channel. I think swing trading is just whatever's, this is going to be a really beautiful project. And it's got the metaverse kind of entwined. It's a gaming coin. It's got a Adam and Eve double bottom there kind of slanted. It's coming back down and testing the support zones. It just looks beautiful to me. The 1 day chart, the daily chart says this thing is going to blast to the upside. Look at the cup and handle that we got it in. Look at what it's doing. You do whatever makes you happy, but I just think Immutable X is just inevitably going to go to the upside here over time. You just got to believe in it. Dollar cost average, it's at the bottom, and it's a great project. Swing trade it if you'd like here on the daily time frame. It's on my radar for a big move. Immutable X on my radar for a big move. It's got ZK rollups doing it. It's got metaverse. It's got everything you want as a keyword searchable item. It's got it. It's got it. And it also has news people have been talking about, writing articles about it. They've been coming out. They did some deal with Polygon, didn't they? So, come on, man. Immutable X, man. The writing is on the wall at this point. And if it dumps back down probably to the bowl. And I believe it's a long-term accumulation. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before getting in any project, coin, or trade. But that's an oversold daily with all the awesome info that I just gave you. To me, it's a no-brainer, but you do you. You do you. You do you. Okay, let's take a look at SHIB. SHIB is in a giant cup and handle from what I remember. There it is. There's the giant cup and handle. I got the photographic memory for you. Adam and Eve double bottom that broke out, came back down and tested. The daily struggling a little bit, but previous resistance becomes new support. Look at our 22. 22's coming on up. Is our 3 day and our 2 day in our favor? They really are. And again, it's all about the 2 day chart. Likely that the 2 day pumps up to the 200 SMA. So here's my trade for SHIB. Very, very likely. And it could go up and down and take some time, but it's just very likely that SHIB pumps up to the 200 SMA at least. So I'd look for SHIB to get to the 200 SMA, then retest this point of control in this area there at about 12.064, right? 4 zeros, 12.064, and then that would be something that I would like to bite my teeth into. So look for SHIB to hit the 200 SMA on the 2 day chart. That looks very likely. Okay? Looks very, very likely. Okay, SHIB. My lungs are still cleaning out from my last whatever I had, man. My lungs are just cleaning right out. Let's look at Songbird on MEXC. Got blasted to the downside, tried to come back up. 2 day charts at resistance. I feel like everyone's just airdropping this thing and just letting it go. I don't know, man. I can't give you much information on this. BitTrue. Look, it came out. It's all the way in the ground. Maybe it comes back up to the upside. I don't know. Can I not look at this anymore? This thing is hideous. Yikes. I wouldn't even think about playing it till it gets back above here and hits a retest and gets above a penny. It could be the bigger gainer of your life. One thing, fine. If you want to be super risky, you start buying in right here and it will pump up to the 200 SMA. That would be, if you pull that off, you have guts of steel. And actually, that could really happen. It could really happen. This is on BitTrue, though. The best chart I can get for SGB. Let's take a look at Ethereum. And then we're out of here for the day at 12:03. I don't know how I made it to 12:03 as fast as humanly possible. Let's take a look here at KuCoin or Ethereum on Binance. So we got rejected by the 200 SMA here on Ethereum. You see that? But didn't we pump up to it? And I've been showing how coins like to pump up to the 200 SMA. So let's look at ETH on Binance. At the end of the day, it's in a shoe. See? It's in this shoe. I feel like that's a symmetrical triangle. Hit control to grab your line there, and that will kind of... So you're up or down here. ETH could break down. Where could ETH go? We have a huge black swan event. The economy tanks to recession. ETH goes to 244. Highly unlikely, right?
It would have to it already bounced off support twice now, and it's holding really strongly at 11. I hear a lot of professional traders say they're going to nibble at 645, and I'm like, they like to say the exact, if it comes down here, I'm going to I'll get in at 645. It's like, come on, man. Like, if you weren't buying it publicly, you got to buy this stuff publicly in front of people to really hold clout. You know what I mean? Everything else is minutia. I bought a Bitcoin. I put my money where my mouth is for y'all because I'd rather go down in flames showing you that I'm into what I'm doing. And because that's real life. A trader makes a play and either he hits it or he doesn't. That's real life. You don't hit every trade you make as a trader. That's real life, baby. You know what I mean? And so when you do that publicly, people respect that. You put your life on the line, people respect that. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. 342, we hit control here. We can bring this one right up. 3,000. So you either go to $3, 350, or go to 3,000. What do you think is going to happen to Ethereum? I'll tell you what, the 2 days a little high for me. 4 days a little high for me. 10-day, wow, the bigger time frame suggests that we're kind of a little overbaked here. Yikes. The monthly says we're just getting started. Do we have the bullish divergence on the 2 week that Bitcoin got? Funny, we didn't. Interesting enough. We have some hidden. We have a hidden bullish divergence for Ethereum. I own about 15 ETH. That's about it for me. You know what I mean? Oh, just 15 ETH. Oh, lifer. For me, years ago, that was a lot of money. But I'm just saying, I hold about 15 ETH. You know what I mean? So I found 10 ETH on a hardware wallet yesterday. I feel embarrassed saying that, but it's true. I stashed them away, and I didn't know which wallet I stashed them on. And I looked, and I was like, dude, there's 10 ETH. I got a little excited because I felt like I didn't have enough, and I should have like 50 ETH. But I just don't believe, I'd rather hold more Matic than ETH, in my humble opinion. ETH has a serious resistance for itself here at 1850. If it can't get back above that, it's going to retest the double bottom at 1181. If it loses that level, it could come to 850. And if it loses that level, we're talking 342. Right? So, what do I see happening for Ethereum? Says my man, Jason. Ethereum, Jason. Ethereum. No, I'm just... but look, I mean, that's a bull flag. I like what Bitcoin's doing. We know ETH will follow Bitcoin somewhat at one point. And so I'm seeing if the daily, all you want to see if the daily gets us back out of here. Boom, retest, boom. I'm looking for a move on the daily to the upside for Ethereum for sure. Measured move would take us to about, 22.38 on the move. All right. Possibly inverse head and shoulder on the 1 minute Bitcoin. Not right now. Super chat, super. Let's take a look at Super Farm, which I believe is Elio Trade's idea, right? And he's kind of in with Alex Becker there a little bit. Super. Only on BitGet? Is that the only place you can get this thing? Super USD? No, S-Farm. Oh, I think, yeah, you're not talking about S-Farm though, right? I remember buying ETH when my government hush money, it was around 700. That was a good move. So Super's in a giant cup and handle. You see that? Like, kind of got that idea. Then it hit the zone, bounced here, got resistance, bounced, and it hit resistance here too as well. And here's our topping out. Shoulder head, kind of a right shoulder there, and there's like a cup and handle here too. So you got a cup and handle on the right side of the cup and handle. It attempted to break out just like a cup and handle does. Look, it did. It hit the target. How crazy is that, right? That's why I do the Sammy cup and handies. This thing's a little spent, man. I feel like most of the move has been made, right? 4 hours needs to come down now. So if you ever wanted to play this, you just put the flag on the 4, wait for price action to touch the 21-day moving average, and for the stochastics to curl. They may not go all the way down, but they're going to curl. Swing, swing, and then this could do, you know what I mean? And you got a golden cross coming here on the 4-hour time frame too, front running it. So it looks like Super could make some bacon in the Bahamas. Oh, no government ramming through the online censorship bill right now. CC government ramming through the online censorship bill right now. Canadian government. Yo, no offense. The Canadian government is absolutely horrible. You guys are turning into a dictatorship. I don't know what's going on up there. I'm really afraid for you people in Canada. Ever since they locked your bank accounts, ever since they messed with all that stuff happened, that's not America, baby. That is not America.
We will not let it happen here. I'm telling you right now, we won't let it happen here. America fought too hard to get where we're at. Too many men lost their lives, and women, really, getting us to the next level. We're not going backwards. We have a traditional constitution for a reason. We are not going backwards. We will not have our rights taken from us. We will gain more rights, if anything else. We will not have our rights taken from us. I am so sorry for you people in Canada. Not cool. Because when I look right above me and I see what's going on, you know Trudeau definitely works for the WEF. Like, you can see it. He was on their website. Like, he's a little poster boy. He like, that man does not care about the people. He never cared about you. He makes smug remarks. Man, you do your research. You can see. Might even find out that he is, right? You know the whole story, right? I'm not going to say it. Never seen Canada banning. Wow. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to ban guns worldwide if you can't figure it out. All around the world. You know what's happening. They're trying to do it every single place. You can see what's going on. A new world order is upon us if you cannot figure it out, if you cannot sniff it out, if you cannot smell it out. The new world order is coming for us, just the way it says it on the dollar. Bitcoin may be our hope. We don't even know, too. I mean, there's so much coming at us. So, you know what? We must remain free in America. It's the last hope, really. America is the last dying hope for all these other countries that are losing their rights daily. And they used the pandemic to strip people of more and more of their rights. It was really, really sad what happened. It was really sad what happened. Everybody, I'm going to jump back into Bitcoin, and then I'm out of here for the day for my last Bitcoin update at 12:11 here. And so what happened to Bitcoin? Let's see. Let's talk about it. All right. So, I mean, it looks like the 50-minute has possibly more downside. I see this shoulder. I see this as a head and that as a shoulder. I see it as neckline. And that could dump us further down to the downside here. All right. I'm going to have to reassess this in a little while. I'm going to get rid of that now. But that definitely is somewhat of a head and shoulder pattern. Hard to see, but it is there. I still see this, and we still have the 7-minute bullish. 7-minute bullish divergence is still in play, telling me that is going to be our bottom right there to the upside, right? Makes me want to long that right there to the upside. Do we get a bit of a spike? I'd rather wait for us to at least do this. Bounce, hang out in here. Then I'll open up a trade somewhere in this zone when we hold above the POC. But we could even drop here and start to dump. And have some kind of Bart Simpson-y vibes, right? Let's look at our 1-hour time frame. Our 1 hour is oversold. It desperately wants to make a move back to the upside. It's beat to the ground, and it's been getting forced. Is the 4 hour starting to kind of pin us? And it is. You can see bearish engulfer, and the 4 hour starting to drop. A lot of times the 4 hour just pins the 1 hour, and the 1 hour will stay low, and the 4 hour will dump on you. Okay? One thing that's going to happen is the 4 hour does have to touch the 21-day moving average yet again to continue to the upside. So I'll show you one other chart here and just show you the 4 hour time frame just to kind of keep you really privy. I'm going to get rid of the moving averages for a second. I'm going to go to the 4 hour. So look, we broke out. And again, remember, deep breaths, everybody. We're not bearish until we go below the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame, which we're well above right here. See that? And we're not bearish until the daily goes below the 200 SMA, which we're so much further above than we were before. Also, the weekly just got back above the 200 SMA, a really good sign. If we go back below it, fine. As long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the weekly, on the daily, on the 4 hour, take a deep breath. Everything is going to be fine. The second that doesn't happen, I'll switch bearish, and you'll see me say, oh, we lost the most mainstay of what is a bearish and bullish tone. But don't worry. I've backtested all this for you, and I can calmly tell you, knowing with the sign, like basically statistical analysts, that we're okay. As long as we keep above those 200 SMAs, we're going to be fine. So just remember that. Looks like a little flag is forming on the 1 hour time frame, even here on the 4 hour. Sorry, I didn't mean to make a line there. So look, we're just waiting, and look, it like it does. It likes to come and what? Touch the 21 SMA. So just look for the 4 hour to flag out here. Touch the 200 SMA, which is going to come and cross. It's going to cross the 50, which is a bullish sign. And then that could be our next entry right there on support. So I'd like to long the support here because it's previous resistance at 27,000, 28,000. So I want to see the 4 hour come top 28,000 and I want to see this yellow, the white line touch it, have this come down and curl, let the 1 hour pump to the upside. So this is the trade that I'm basically projecting here on the 4 hour time frame when the time is right, but only time will tell. And again, we're also watching this projection too sideways. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing, baby. Crypto is life. I'll see you on the next live. I'm out. One, baby, one.